This coming Saturday, yeah.
This Saturday, October 30th. It's the Great Johnny Beane Halloween Costume Contest, the second annual. So make sure to join us this Saturday. What time? Regular time?
Send us your entries for valuable prizes.
Yes.
So valuable, they are even keeping them a secret from us.
Very valuable.
They are very valuable.
Awesome.
We're still gathering prizes. We're still waiting for a few replies from a few of our sponsors, but we have a bunch of stuff already.
Yes, that's true.
So we're still waiting. We have prizes from fu-tone.com. Mm-hmm. We have prizes from Tessie Switch. We have prizes from Delicious Colonel's Gourmet Popcorn. And we are waiting for a few other sponsors to chime in, but we're working on it. We have a lot of cool timelines. Keith Campbell, entry timeline. I'd say have it in by what time does the show start, Johnny, on Saturday?
11 o'clock Eastern.
11 Eastern. So I would say have it in like 10 o'clock Eastern, like before the show.
Yeah.
Have it in by 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. Let us have it in our hands just before we go on the air. If you have something that we go on the air with, it's gonna be late. We'll try to fit it in. We'll see what we could do, but try to get your entries in before Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mail them to Johnny or get them to Johnny through his Facebook.
You can they can text. They can actually text this number. They can text any photos.
Or text a photo or video. Again, this year we're going all out. So it's anything goes. Anything goes. Go for your craziest, wildest, funniest, most interesting costume. You see mine in the bottom left corner. I'm going as Lady Godiva this year. So I've tucked in the junk behind me and I love the John BL symbol and the sky is on fire as well. Great job to our graphics guy, Cobra Kai Platoon. You are amazing, sir. Thank you so much for this awesome year 2 Great Johnny Beane Halloween Costume Contest graphic. You are awesome. Thank you, Cobra Kai Platoon. Get in your entries. Don't screw this up. When's the earliest? Right now, Keith Campbell. Right now. You can send us your entries right now. You can text them to Johnny on the number on your screen. You can email them to Johnny via Facebook. Get in your entries as soon as possible. Time is running out. Instagram. Go to Johnny Beane's Instagram. Just get him those entries. And we will judge them live this Saturday night during our awesome Great Johnny Beane Halloween Costume Contest 2. And we, of course, will be in costume. And a lot of fun surprises like last year. So it'll be fun. If you remember last year, we did a 5-hour show. I don't know if we'll do a 5-hour show this year because everyone was so exhausted last year. But you never know. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll have a lot of laughs. Everyone's going to be in costume. And we cannot wait to see your prizes, your costumes, and hand you valuable prizes if you are the winners. Yeah, some really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. We had a great turnout last year. I want an even better turnout this year. Be a sexy tube of toothpaste. Be a flaming bottle of olive oil. Be Popeye's girlfriend olive oil. Anything goes this year. Just be cool, creative, funny, and there you go. So, Johnny, how about that beautiful intro music?
Is it this one?
It sounds like it's an even heavier theme song today. Is it just me?
No, somebody had a window open, I think, because it was playing twice.
Oh, okay. It sounded like it was really, really big.
I don't know. I noticed that too. Something was strange.
It's got thumping bass.
Did someone say I see no Paul costume? Go back to that graphic, Johnny. Is Paulie in costume in that? Let's see. Where is Paul?
Unless he's Lemmy.
I was about to say Paul's got to be Lemmy right there on the right side. That's Paulie.
Could be.
The great Neanderthal who will be joining us shortly. Oh.
Look, there's even Jay Hannon jogging in the background in the very back.
Wait, that's Jay jogging?
Where in the back, he's running right above John BL and John on the right. That's Jay.
He's jogging?
Yeah.
Looks like he's on fire.
Yeah. Right behind him.
Oh, behind it. Okay.
That's a jogging
so
Jay.
Jay's on there twice. I'm looking right here. Look, I'm playing with Jay's doodle.
Yeah.
Right here.
No, that's not Jay. That's Kurt 5150.
That's Kurt 5150?
That's Kurt 5150 right there.
Smoking.
Oh,
and that's
Kurt's
Jay.
in the graphic.
That's Jay next to Michael Smith. Teen Wolf.
Okay, let's see. There's
Ned
captain
down there in the
corner.
corner.
Okay. I see him. He's to the left of the captain.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think he's right.
Graphic.
I don't see Neanderthal in there.
No, Neanderthal is
like
Lemmy.
from Motorhead.
He's Lemmy. Yeah. No, that's Neanderthal. And there's
Oh,
Sad
yeah,
Ace.
his
There
dog.
you are,
There's
top
Ace.
right,
Sorry,
Dane.
there's his dog looking up at him.
Yeah, there you are, top right.
Yeah, that's him.
There you go. Yeah, Lemmy with is that Lemmy with Lemmy or Lemmy with Ace? That looks like Ace.
Looks
know.
like Sad Ace Fred Flintstone.
Who's that? Is that Ned to my feet?
That's probably Ned. Yeah.
And that's probably Lemmy by your feet, Johnny. That looks
Probably.
like Lemmy, and yeah.
But that's not me. That's Jeannie.
Is that's Jeannie Hannon, bottom
that's
left?
That's Jeannie as Jeannie Beane from last year. Yeah, that's me in the middle.
Oh, okay. You're Dracula. Okay, that's Jeannie Hannon. Who's that prick in the top left corner?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know who that bastard is. David Crosby, you sicko. Yeah, listen, if you dress as David Crosby, you'll get special consideration for prizes. But you got to disparage him. It can't be just regular David Crosby. It's got to be like David Crosby with an arrow through his head or something, or a big pin through his grundle.
Yeah, a big voodoo doll.
There's the costume.
Yeah.
Bozique says Johnny is Bean Cooler.
Bean Cooler.
Johnny Bean Cooler. What do we do in the shadows? Oh, it's Bean Cooler. Bean Cooler. Ah, Johnny Bean Cooler.
I want to drink your Waterloo.
I want to drink your Bang Energy drink. Delicious Bang Energy drink. Get that taste of jizz out of your mouth with Bang Energy drink.
Wow.
Did Sad Ace have a pizza? I didn't see a pizza.
Is there a pizza with Sad Ace?
He is the pizza.
Oh, he's dressed as a slice of pizza.
I see. I thought it was more like a Fred Flintstone kind of shirt.
Well, Fred likes pizza.
Nah, that's pizza.
No, it's a sloppy slice of pizza. It's just the way that you take it. It's like a ripped apart piece of pizza,
like murdered. Yeah.
Look at how Mama Mancuda is chasing the woodpecker. He's still packing.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm there right now. Look at that delicious Colonel's bucket hanging over what's his name? Wilford Brimley.
Yeah.
There's the hamburger
Wilfred
from Everybody
Simmons.
Wants Some.
Wilfred Brimmons.
Wilfred Simmons. Wilfred Brimmons. Paulie, look at how good you look as Lemmy.
Yeah, I like that Lemmy, and then I've got the dogs right next to me, which is nice.
Yeah, well, you got it looks like Ace is to your right, and it looks like Lemmy is to Johnny's right. To Jeannie's right. Yeah.
I've got the
that's
chickens.
Jeannie Bean.
I've got the
That's Jeannie
chickens
Bean.
next to me on my right.
Yeah, I do. I like the multiple Johnnies.
What's really funny is there's to my right is Ned looking all horrified. Where's Blue Rhino? Oh, he's on top of that kid, that missing kid. I forget his name. The mullet kid. He's
By the way,
on top of the mullet kid.
I would like to point out that the best greeting in the chat right now comes from Kai Matthews, who says, "Johnny, how are you feeling today? Hey, man," or "Yuck."
How am I feeling? I'm feeling great.
Wow, I feel good.
There you are.
Hey, man.
I'm awesome.
Or yuck.
Hey, man.
Or
I'm very good.
Yuck.
I'm very good.
Yuck.
Let me just
say the way
say,
Johnny says it. Yuck.
it's October 26th,
Oh,
2021.
Johnny's
roughly
going to try to
8:30.
do all the official broadcasting stuff now. Let him do it.
Yeah,
The longer we lay him, the longer it's going to take.
How about Dane?
Let's get through.
You want to do it, Dane?
All the entries. You want to do roll call today,
"Man,
Dane?
put your glasses on." No.
Oh, you don't have glasses?
No.
Or you need glasses? Okay.
I
All right,
can't see.
I'll do it. You guys, become a channel member of the Johnny Beane TV YouTube channel. Click that join button. Top tier executive producers are Dave Ennis, Vinyl Freak 5150, Mike Neese, Music Therapy Laz, Majestic PB and J Cat, Wayno, False Flag, Andy Carson, Michael B, R Habs, The Chad, Lenny Lou and Mary, James Gum, John Moronic, Stephen Franklin, Michael Smith, The Captain, Thomas Santiago, Joe Christian, and Steve Carmichael.
Steve Carmichael.
That's the top tier of channel membership here on Johnny Beane TV. Click that join button right below the 44 thumbs ups currently. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. And if you'd like to help support the channel, support these shows, any super chats will change the color of my lights. So give it a try. It's a lot of fun. We're live on Facebook, Johnny Beane TV Facebook page, and we're actually live everywhere on Facebook. The Van Halen group, the EVH Gear Fans Live group, the Johnny Beane group, all that stuff.
Nice.
So
We're
tune
everywhere.
in.
Everywhere you want us to be, we are. And even where you don't want us to be, we are. Like my mother, I don't want you here. Oh, what are you doing here? When are you going home? So late? Hoping that you would go home a little earlier. I mean, don't you miss Los Angeles?
John,
let me give it.
John, will you be broadcasting that awful show from our house on Halloween Eve? That is awful. You know it's the Seder, right?
I don't think that's even legal. No, I'll be back in LA for the Halloween show.
Oh, so you're leaving there
back,
when?
I'm going back soon. I'm flying out in 2 days, so I'm going back.
So Ace decided to bring a ball in. I don't know if you want to see this, Johnny.
Thank you,
Keith Campbell.
Johnny, isolate.
Thanks for calling in the other night as well, Keith. That was insanity.
So Ace brings a ball in. I'm not sure if you can see this, but that ball is full of water. It's been in the pool.
Oh, yeah.
Except for, I don't know if you can see that water dripping off of my hand. He just came in here and
Paulie's blue balls are dripping.
He took a bite out of the ball and there's fucking water everywhere. It's like a bukkake film in here. I'll be right back.
A ball cocky.
It's a blue ball cocky. Nice. Very
John,
nice.
so how was your mom's birthday?
Well, let's first say hi to all these awesome channel members because everyone is awesome. Let's first congratulate False Flag. My beautiful little boy Sagan is 11 months old today. Love you guys. Shout out to Sagan. I'm sure his first words will be
fucking Metallica.
Yeah, rock on.
False flag. Great talking to you last night too. All these people, they all call me like all the time, and it's great. We have a great time.
Nice. Let's see. Brian, let's see. Let's go through. I'll talk about New York, my mom's birthday, in a little bit. Let's go through our channel members. Let's say hi to everyone, including the great Cobra Kai platoon, who I was just giving incredible compliments out to for that amazingly cool graphic. Kai Matthews, Grandma just turned 87 years young today. Happy birthday to Grandma Matthews. Awesome, man. Grandmas are awesome. They do no wrong. They're like dogs. They do no wrong. You know,
They're
that
old. They shit on the rug
unconditional
like
love
dogs.
plus good cooking, that's a grandma. I'm all about that. So happy birthday to you, Grandma Kai Matthews. Brian Davies, Craven Soda, Gear Boy in the house. Nightbot, Lee Safko, Bozique in the house. Mike Johnson, yeah, I am having a great time with good pizza and bagels in New York. Thank you for asking.
It's in the
Dude,
water.
It's all about the water.
Yep.
It's totally about the water.
I heard it's
Everybody-
National Pizza Month.
It's always, for me, it's always National Pizza Month. This week it's National Sausage Pizza Month. Next week it's National
Well, you love the
double
sausage,
cheese,
though,
and
don't
then
you?
after that, December is National Mushroom on top of your sausage.
You
Let's
love the
see,
sausage.
I sure do, with the mushroom head. Let's see. Lee Safko, Bozique, Mike Johnson in the house, Craven Soda in the house, Keith Campbell, False Flag, Tim Thomas, Nightbot in the house, Browns fan. How are you, man? All Dave, all night. James in the house, Craven Soda, Erica Foreman, who I had a great lunch with a couple of days ago. Thank you, Erica. Shout out
Awesome.
to
I thought that
shout
was a
out
fake
to
name. I
you.
thought that was a fake
Huh?
name trying to pretend that I thought it was a fake name pretending that it was Eric Foreman from that 70s show as a girl. I didn't know Erica
No.
Foreman was a real person. I thought it was like a fake screen name. My apologies, Erica. I didn't mean
No,
to besmirch
Eric-
your good name in that way.
Erica's in the house and her lovely wife as well. So both of them, I had a really nice, let's see, President. Oh, great.
Was that today?
sorry to hear you got a little harassment, but I had a real nice lunch with them the other night. Let's see. So I had a real good time. Good seeing you guys.
Where'd you guys
Let's
eat?
see. I had a grilled chicken salad, and they had like really like good stuff. I mean, they had all the, the pulled pork sandwich, and the beef smothered in mushrooms, and mashed potatoes and French fries and a bloomin' onion. And I'm sitting there with my like grilled chicken salad with light dressing. I'm like,
Oh no.
yeah, I'm like a brontosaurus with like a leaf in its mouth and just.
You're Eeyore from fucking Winnie the Pooh. Oh, this is awful.
Oh man. And what sucks is you're smelling the steak in the restaurant because it's a steakhouse.
I
It's
just
like a
just
Texas
finished the steak.
steakhouse.
I just finished the
Oh.
steak. Yeah, nice. Yeah, New York strip.
Nah.
Yeah, there's nothing like it. New York Strip. It's not just a club with topless ladies. It's also a delicious piece of beef.
There's a Safeway near my house that gives you a great deal. Like you can get 3 good size, about the size of a small football New York strip for like $30.
Nice.
And I buy them. I take 2 of them and put them in Ziploc bags and either put them in the fridge or the freezer, depending on how much steak I want to eat over the next 3 to 5 days. And they're like 2 inches thick, just a really
Beautifully
good steak.
thick.
Oh, just so good.
Cast
say what you will.
iron fried ready.
Yeah, that's what you do. Cast iron pan fried.
Yep.
You take some butter, some minced onion, little minced onion, and believe it or not, little garlic, minced garlic. Take a spoonful of minced garlic, a little bit.
I
of minced
smash
onion,
my own. I take a couple of cloves and just smash them up.
minced garlic, a little bit of either onion powder or shredded onion in the butter so that it browns up a little bit. You put that over the top like a glaze, or believe it or not, a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette dressing will glaze and crisp and like make like a little like a saute sauce over the top. It's pretty good.
Nice.
Look
Very
at Caleb.
cool.
Look at Caleb Rappaport in the chat on a Tuesday night.
The great Caleb Rappaport of Nerd Halen, baby.
So,
Welcome.
Look at that on a Tuesday night. Caleb is slumming.
Yeah, if you're gonna cook beef, Mike Johnson, then definitely cast iron. Grilling is great too, of course, but cast iron is just amazing.
Keith Campbell brings up a very good point. I hate the fact that I don't have a gas cooktop. I have one of those ceramic electronic deals. You know,
I got the same thing.
Oh.
I got
electric
the same
coils
thing.
underneath ceramic glass, and it's awful. I mean, you really have to adjust your recipes and cooking style accordingly. I mean, it's like living in a third world country, really.
At least you know when it's on.
Yeah,
yes.
you won't have like gas explosions. I mean,
Yeah.
that is a good thing too, you know.
Yeah, and it does suck every once in a while when you put a smaller pan on the bigger filament, and then you grab the metal handle of the smaller pan, not realizing that the outside edges of the metal filament have been heating it for the past 25 minutes.
Oh no.
That will cause the word
That
motherfucker
sucks.
to be uttered at a high volume.
And you'll still sound better than Vince Neil.
Yeah.
Let's see who else. Where did I leave off in there? Let's say hi to Linny Lou and Mary, my little geriatric sex kitten Mary. Dan of New Jersey, Dwight Bailey, Magic Man in the house, Lee Safko in the house, Sandra Picorni. Picorni, me love you long time. Love that.
I may be joining Sandra and her friends on Saturday night to talk a little bit about Wasp.
Well, not this Saturday, I hope, because
No, it'll be before our show. So that's
oh,
the thing.
okay.
Do I
Early
want
on,
to do 9
sure.
hours? Do I want to do 9 hours on YouTube on Saturday? I don't know. I might also have to do some work for work. Like I might have to go do a remote for a client. So I don't know what my schedule is yet.
All right, well, you'll pop in at some point. You'll have a costume, I imagine.
Maybe
for the Halloween costume contest. You did not disappoint last year. I'll tell you
Maybe.
that.
I may come up with something. I'm
Nice.
trying to. It's really contingent upon me being able to get something that I need to make it work. And that's all I can say about that. There's a prop or two that I need to acquire, and I have yet to be able to acquire that yet. I've got obviously 5 days to do it. So.
Right, and we're still gathering prizes. We're still hitting up sponsors and friends for prizes. So if you want to contribute, what is this prick doing in my face? If you want to contribute a prize, if you're one of our sponsors or you're a friend of the show and you want to contribute a prize, it could be anything. Last year, Paulie gave a wrestling belt and some cool bumper stickers. Anything is cool. If you want to donate it to our prize kitty, we would love to. Just contact Johnny off the air, and we would love to give you shout outs and credit for adding to our valuable prizes. Nice. Let's see. Janice Lala in the house. Let's see. Paul Martino, Dwight Bailey, John Bullware in the house. What's the hint for tonight's show and tell guitar? It is blazing pink because it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I'm going to drum it into everyone's head. So it is a very, very pink guitar and quite pointy, I might add. So there's your hints. Not really many hints you could give other than that. Other than let's see, it's something in the animal kingdom that hates men. There you go. There's your clue. Let's see who else in the chat we got a lot of people in the chat. Smash that like button if you haven't already, because the show only goes downhill from here, so you might as well get it in now. All Dave all night Browns fan Hellstorm in the house. Let's see, we'll delete that, and we'll delete that. Okay. Let's see. And we will hide user. Okay. There you go. Sometimes you just gotta take
John, remember
Yes.
what I told you?
Yes.
That's
Yes,
that's the reason why.
All right. Well, there
That
you
is
go.
why.
There you go.
Just to let you know.
All right. That's okay. Let's see. Thank you, Mark Dillon, wishing Mama Mancuda happy birthday. Mama Mancuda, by the way, had an amazing birthday. We celebrated Sunday and Monday because Mom Mancuda deserves 2 birthdays. She's been through a lot, and I love her. And we all love her. I Swallow Come, Guitar of the Day. I gave that hint. Let's see. Keith Campbell, Nerd Halen, All Day All Night. Let's see. Show that one. My speakers are like acting up like fucking garbage today.
Uh-oh.
Is there any need for
Austin
profanity?
LaFon?
Is there any need for that? Was there any need for that language?
Yeah. Let's see. Drew SGS 60. I love that. I Swallow Come. That's a great one. I Swallow Come, my favorite. Rock Daddy, and everyone else in the chat. Welcome to Talking Guitars and 80s Metal live this Tuesday. So I was saying we went to celebrate my mom's birthday, and thank you particularly, especially to let's say thank you to Lenny, Lou, and Mary, who sent Mama Mancuda some nice gifts. Thank you to Charles Green, who sent Mama Mancuda spoiled the hell out of her, and a couple of others that wish to remain anonymous that grouped up on a pile of gifts for her. I know who they are, but they didn't want to be announced on the air. But thank you.
Was one of them a new son? Because that would be a great gift to her.
Huh?
I said, was one of the gifts a new son? Because I know that's what she's been asking for.
That is what she's been asking
decades.
for
Yeah.
29 years every year.
Yeah.
So
I understand. Yeah.
and let's see, Magic Man. Let's see, Flipside Music. Let's give one more shout out because I just love the name. I Swallow Come.
Flipside Music is here?
What was that about I Swallow Come, Johnny?
Huh? Flipside Music. Hey, good to see you.
Huh?
Flipside Music. Met them at the NAMM show a couple years ago.
Flipside Music is in the chat.
Good to see
They
you.
are.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you everybody for Leo Safko. I am so sorry, man. I fuck up your name so much, and yet you're right. I can pronounce I Swallow Come so perfectly.
He's so used to saying the other thing.
It is kind of mind blowing.
Well, one of them comes way more naturally to him. Repetition breeds familiarity. Tell me what you do, John. Tell me what you do.
Nature talking.
Thank you, Leo. Leo.
I think they're related to that other person that was in the chat the other day. I like a load on my face. Something like that. Something like that. And no, Renus, I don't eat it, but I'm happy to distribute an entire buffet of jizz for anyone who's hungry. Thank you. Though.
Notice he said anyone. Wow.
Yeah. So I was saying that. So Mama Mancuda had a really nice birthday the other day. We took her out to a restaurant. She was so happy. You know, it's typical Mama Mancuda. When you go to the restaurant, of course, the menu specials aren't good enough. So the guy goes, "We have a lovely squid with shrimp." That's not Mama Mancuda.
No, that's the guy talking.
That's not it. We have. Oh, that's the waiter. Yes, he's
That's
dressed
the
like the
waiter.
waiter. Yes, that's him. That was the waiter. We have a lovely squid, shrimp, and just try the blue plate. Yeah, but what's really funny is mom always sees if she can modify it. So if you have it's shrimp fra diavolo. Oh, shrimp fra diavolo. Can I have it in a brown sauce instead? Well, it wouldn't taste very good. But can I have it in a brown sauce if I wanted it? Well, I suppose we can. Well, I don't want that because that sounds terrible. What about a white garlic and butter sauce? Can you make that? Well, yes, we can. Is that what you like, man? Oh, no, I'm allergic to garlic. I can't have that. I just want to know if you could do it. How big are the lobsters? 2 or 3 pounds. Oh, that's kind of, you don't have a 4 pound? Would you like a 4 pound? Oh, no, I can never finish all that. What about a 1 pound? Is that too little? That's too little. We have a 1 pound, ma'am. Oh, no, I want more than that. But is the 2 pound too much for me? What do you think? Do you think a 3 pound? Should I order a 3 pound? 2 pound, maybe a 2 pound.
Anything over 3 pounds is A, difficult to crack the shell. She'd never get it done. And B, they either come out too undercooked or too overcooked. 4 pound
lobsters. The waiter's got to pull up a chair.
Come out like shit, yeah.
Oh
I'm sure your mom.
Right?
I'm sure your mom is and what sides does that come with? Well, you haven't.
Oh no, the sides was another issue. So
Yeah.
I get potatoes or vegetables, huh? Okay, what are the vegetables? Green
It's
beans
a vegetable
or
medley.
carrots?
What songs?
Yeah. Do you have Brussels sprouts? No, we don't. Oh, why not? I
wish
don't
you
know.
had.
I would think
If you'd had Brussels sprouts, that would be a deal maker for me.
be a big seller. I would think you should get
Yes,
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels
Do you
sprouts
know
are
your
good, especially if
prices
you
went
fry
up?
them.
Do you know the prices
Yes.
went up?
Well, yes, Mrs. Mancuda, the supply chain costs have become prohibitive, so we've had to raise our prices, unfortunately. Well, why can't you buy local? I mean, we do live on the coast. Why can't you just go out in the Long Island Sound and get yourself a lobster?
This is driving me nuts. Let me see if I could just hold on. I've got to see if I could switch out of headphones for something because this is just too crazy. My headphones are clicking in my ear. Like,
and you think you could get a webcam that has a little bit more?
What to do with that?
Can you get a webcam that has a little bit more resolution than the security cam at the fucking gas and sip? You look like
I can't even hear you, Paulie. The clicking is like overrunning me now.
Clicking.
You guys talk about I don't know, measure your dick size or something because I gotta change these headphones.
What would the clicking be from? Like dirty input?
Yeah, that'd be on his end. He has something. There might be a dirty connection or something.
We can see the room now.
His oh look, they sent John to the basement.
Wait a minute, I have one of those too.
What, a basement?
No, that exercise bike.
Why?
I'll grab mine because I exercise. Here.
It's funny. Johnny's house is a 1-room like flat, and yet he seems to be able to come up with like the weirdest shit. Dane, do you want to say something while nobody else is paying attention?
Hello, everybody. Hello. I just had a real nice lady in here looking to do guitar lessons. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
And I told her that her son, at 6 years old, is too young. So save your money.
There we go.
Yes, because if there's one thing that Dane does, even less than shipping guitars, it's encouraging young kids to play.
He's 6 years old. He doesn't have any grasp of it.
Right.
He's got a sign outside the store says young boys welcome.
Wait, what?
Oh my god. Uh-oh.
I gotta keep my mic muted this whole time.
Here we go. Big sale for Dane. Hello, Zimm's Guitars. Oh yes, the guitar I was showing on. Never ship.
Never. No, sorry, that's not for sale. What? The guitar behind me? No, I'm sorry, that's not for sale. Those guitar strings? No, sorry, they're not for sale.
That's a store display. That's just for the show. That's a backdrop. It's a prop. All those packets are empty behind me. Yes.
Yes, unfortunately.
There are no actual guitars here. Those are all mock guitars. It's a green screen.
Yes.
Yeah. Everything behind me is fake.
Wouldn't it be funny if like Dane leans back and the whole backdrop falls? It's just a cardboard standee.
The whole show is a wag the dog moment.
There we go.
No, I tell people all the time, if their kids are too young, to save your money. The kid is too young.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
Never a lesson.
You're telling a parent to crush their child's dreams. That's awful advice.
Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. Your child's
what
gonna
if
fail.
What if the kid's a prodigy?
It's not the child's dream. It's the parent's dream.
You think Nick Sterling's parents shut him down when he wanted to pick up a guitar?
Didn't Nerd Halen start playing at 6?
Yeah,
I
look how
think
that
Joshua
worked.
Jones came. I think Joshua Jones came out of the womb with a guitar strapped on him.
Really, Lemmy?
There's rare occasions.
Really, Lemmy? You're just gonna shit right there.
Yeah.
Oh no, I see the tail.
You're on the air.
I see it. Oh no, that's the tail.
Put the camera on it. Put the camera on that.
Yeah, turn your camera a little, Paulie. Turn your camera a little
I
bit.
gotta take the dog out. I'll be right back.
The dog just took a dump.
Oh
right
no, I know that. I remember.
Tails up, tails up, tails up. That's great. This is truly live TV. We've always said that. Talking guitars and 80s metal live. Holy shit, we are live. That's as live as you get. The great Jay Hannon, the band Gizmachi in the house, pointing out, damn, that is some woesome turd. Thank you, Jay Hannon. Oh, the dog shit in the house. Oh,
Let us out. It smells.
no. I just love the tail. You just see the tail on the sticking on the end. It's like
that's the
love
look. That's the look.
That's just great. Live shit happening. That'll be in the title of the video, by the way. Shit live.
Funny how Paul was willing to show us his colonoscopy x-rays or whatever, but he wouldn't show us the dog shit.
I got them dogs shitting on the live show blues. Yeah, let's start the show. Yeah, that basically is Lemmy's statement of the quality of the show. So please smash the like button because it really isn't a good show. So, you know, shit happens. Yeah, thank you, Sharon Wildella. And yeah, Jay Hannon brings up, I hope everyone has their Halloween costumes ready to go. We were talking about that, and we're still working on ours. A few of us are putting them together. Obviously, by the way, Cobra Kai has it all planned out.
For the record, I know you're all very concerned. She actually didn't shit. She's constipated, which is great. Because,
cool.
Because if she had shit, that would have sucked. I just walked her outside and she's just like, the tail is going, right? You know, twitching. And then she stops. I'm like, you want to go outside? She's like, sure, I want to go outside. She walks all the way out to the kitchen and just looks at me and I'm like, you want to go? Tail starts wagging. I'm like, oh, you didn't have to really go. But she's backed up. So she is going to go soon. So I may have to cut out early. No pun intended.
Keith Campbell wants to know, how many costume submissions am I allowed to do? Sky's the limit, man. Sky's the limit. What should we put it at, Johnny? 3? 4?
Sure. Maybe the most submissions by the single person wins, maybe.
Oh, we did do that last year. Somebody did like multiples last year.
A couple of people did multiples last year. A couple of people did 3 costumes last year. That was fun.
Yeah.
Dressed as Mama Mancuda, as Blue Rhino, as Johnny.
Yeah, we took about a half an hour looking at each one. Yeah. That's why it was like a 5-hour show.
Yeah, because it's fun. It's fun. I hope we get a great turnout this year. Why not?
By the way, Sharon, she's not locked up. I don't lock up my dogs unless like I have to. And if she has to go, she has to go. What am I gonna do? She's an old dog. I would never lock my dogs up. You know,
we do not.
Ace has occasionally been put in the crate only so that he can get some nap time in. Otherwise, he'll have me up all night long, and that's a pain in the ass.
So what do you give her, Paul? You give her pumpkin for a little blumpkin?
No, she gets she has to take this stuff called Tylosin to keep her stool firm because she has colitis. and so that she would on occasion, and there have been times when we've been doing the show and I've had to leave the show because she's had an accident. This stuff I have to give to her. It's a powder, and they give it to livestock that have colitis issues, and basically I have to give it to her every 12 hours. So
welcome to Talking Turds and Live Stool.
Dogs from the 1980s.
Yep. So she's a great dog, but she's an older dog, and as all of us, it's like the Metamucil of the dog world.
Yeah, listen, a couple people got my mom enemas for her birthday.
Ooh. Usually you have to pay extra for that kind of action with your mom.
Yeah, well, they got those old school hot water bottle enemas, like the really kinky stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Kurt is pretty kinky.
Yes, Kurt 5150, the golden gelatin shits. That's exactly what you're talking about. Yep, that's when an older dog has colitis, it's like it's like orange marmalade.
Bozique, message me.
Cushion your stool, madam.
Bozique, text me like some sort of comment that's getting flagged, and we'll figure it out. YouTube is actually kind of glitchy today, so it might be just
YouTube is glitchy today. We have so many tech issues here also in New York with the internet. My head's gonna blow up because we have some pretty heavy duty.
Your head is already
rainstorms
pretty
going
big.
on.
You look like Mr. Mackey.
Okay. Drugs are bad. Okay. Floating along, the head floating along. Okay. Okay. Mr. Mackey. I love it. Let's see. I wanted to shim off. Yeah. We should break out the Jello mold for those dog shits. Ulcerative colitis is not fun. Very nice.
You could hand them out at Halloween to the kids, Jello shots. Say they're Jello shots.
Here, kids, throw this down.
Kids don't come to my house for Halloween for the obvious reason with the freaking dogs. My dogs frighten children.
Yeah, kids don't come to my house for the obvious reason of barbed wire on my driveway.
I did have
ragamuffin urchins.
I did have to have a cop come to my house on Sunday night as I was talking football smack on Facebook. Someone brought the level of the smack to "I know where you live."
Wow.
One of those moments. I see you shopping at where you shop, and I'll whoop your ass type thing. And I didn't think twice of it because I don't care. I'll just shoot a motherfucker. It's Arizona. But somebody else copied and pasted and said, "Hey, look, this is legitimately a deadly force threat. You should fill out a report just in case." I'm like, all right, cool. So I called the police, had the police come, filled out a report and stuff. And the cop's looking at me. He goes, "I'm taking a look at you, and I'm not really worried about how you're going to do if you have to go throw hands with this guy." And I go, "I'm not making this report for my safety." I'm like, this guy claims to be a black belt, and he just made a deadly force threat. I need a record of that in case I have to use a force multiplier legally.
As long as he can pull a Neo and catch a bullet, and then he's fine.
Unless if your black belt can karate chop a 45 hollow point, have at it, son. I deserve to lose.
Those Raiders had a good game Sunday.
It's somebody who's on my Facebook friends list. Who's not a friend though. He's a listener of the show of some sort who lives close by in the neighborhood that I live in, apparently, because he sees me at a supermarket, allegedly. He could have been talking shit. Doesn't matter. He put it in writing, which is a stupid thing to do, with a threat. And somebody who was concerned, who thought it might actually be something I should be worried about, said, "Hey, just have a record of it. That way, if this guy does confront you at a store, by the way, you're in a parking lot of a supermarket. There's cameras everywhere. It's like a casino. But if you have to drop this guy, you have a record that you were a record for self-defense." So I did. So that was my Sunday night after watching.
I saw Paul at the grocery store one time, and I took.
So was that you making that threat, Dane? Was that you?
No, it wasn't me. But I.
No, he did. He threw a can and threw it down the aisle at me.
I bowled a can of soup down the aisle, and he didn't look up and see who did it. He actually just watched the can roll down the aisle, and then he kind of looked up and saw me down at the other end. But
but the look you got was this too. The aisle. This is exactly what happens. The can goes by. I go.
An assault.
Yeah, he smiled when he saw it was me then. Now do the reaction when you see it's that Zimm guy. Let's see
Yeah,
that
we
reaction.
weren't even really decent friends at that point. We were just like sort of
Right.
acquaintances at that point. It was early on in our friendship.
Yeah.
I'm
And
the
he
soup
thought it was
guy.
he thought it was a good idea to throw something at me.
Yeah, especially a can of soup. Why not? You know.
Well, you know what? Anybody that meets me is usually like, throw some quick, grab a stone, stone him. And I'm like,
That was funny.
By the way, Papa Blue is asking, is there something wrong with my screen? There's something wrong with everything today, tech-wise. He says, I look a little purple. You're turning violet, Mancuda. Oompa loompa doopity-doo. I've got another puzzle for you. What
Wow.
do you get when you jerk off
Was that-
too much?
you know what that just did? That just
Increase my shirt
that
size
just-
5 sizes.
no, that just gave us a clue as to what you were going to be on Halloween. You're going to be Vince Neil.
I don't want to steal John BL's thunder.
Oh.
I carry my hands
Yes.
on my. Wow! Yeah!
Yep. And you don't know what song he's singing
Whoa!
because
Yeah!
you don't know what song he's singing because he only does whoa and yeah. The rest of it is up to the audience to remember.
It's almost like playing Wheel of Fortune where you're trying to guess the puzzle. Okay, this is a song by Motley Crue. A song by Motley Crue. Vince sings these 3 words in it. By a vowel. No, you'll have to solve the puzzle. The phrase is kickstart blank blank. Could be a couple things.
Kickstart the heat lamp on the buffet? No.
Kickstart the hot fudge heater?
No.
Kick the cat across the room in frustration that can't sing anymore.
Kickstart the lark that has to get me from the buffet to my table.
Kickstart the monitor with the lyrics on it.
Why, like Wayno falls off stage.
Yep. Next move.
Poor Vince. It's bad enough that he's singing like every 15th word and then he falls off the stage. Jesus Christ. All day, all night, kickstart the chocolate fountain. What do you guys in the chat think Vince is trying to kickstart? Chime in. Let's see. Kickstart
Diabetes.
my fart.
Oh,
Kickstart my flask.
I watched a video from I think the channel's Rock Feed or something like that. And they interviewed Nikki about that. And Nikki said that the guitar that he wasn't playing, but he just had kind of dangling right here, really cushioned the fall. So
how many guitars are soft and cushy that you've fallen on? Pick a guitar out of your collection, guys in the chat. Pick a guitar out of your collection and tell me what's the softest one you'd want to land on.
Well, it
falling
was an
off a
acoustic.
stage.
It was an acoustic, so it had a little bit of pillow effect to it.
Listen, there's no pillow when it comes to Vince. I'm sorry.
But Nikki doesn't seem, according to this interview, he doesn't seem to think that it's going to be a problem as far as that big stadium tour for
They don't give it.
summer
They don't.
2022.
Here's the thing.
He
That's
doesn't seem
awful,
to care.
Steve.
Don't
That's
ever-
horrible.
Don't ever
Steve
let
Carmichael for the win. Kickstart my
it,
dessert
I
cart.
didn't see what he wrote.
Up on the screen. Kickstart my dessert cart.
Oh, nice. Well done. Here's the thing. I get the break news for you. Nikki doesn't give a shit how Vince sounds or looks on that tour. They're guaranteed their performance money. All they got to do is show up. When you pay for a ticket to a show, there's no guarantee that it's going to be a good show. All they have to do is give you
Kind
a
of like
show.
this.
Yeah,
Exactly.
All they have to do is
We're
give
all
you
here.
a show.
We're
That's
all
it.
here.
All they got to do is give you a show. They don't have to give you a good show. Nikki doesn't give a shit. As long as all 4 members of Motley Crue show up when the stage call happens, game on. They don't care.
Yep. We're all here. All 4 are here.
And it's not like Vince has ever been a great singer. Vince Neil has successfully achieved David Lee Rothism. Decent front man, horrible voice, fat guy. That's the only thing he did that Dave never was a fat guy.
Well, yeah, I was about to say Dave's at least in shape. There he
you go.
is. Is that the new frontman for Malloy Crew, Johnny? Is that him to the left?
It is.
There he is.
It is. He was walking at NAM, and I walked up, and I'm like, "Hey, can I take a picture?" And he's like, "We're walking."
Yeah, so
Just
that's like when
the selfie.
he doesn't stop for anybody.
No, he didn't stop.
No, you know, Buzik,
Never stop.
Buzik, I do think some artists do have pride in giving the best possible performance. I don't think Motley Crue is one of them. I don't think they give a shit.
I think they do give a shit in general. I just think Vince doesn't have the ability. I mean, he just doesn't.
Look, if Nikki Sixx gave a shit about making quality music, he would never have put together 6 a.m. And he would have already done something else because he's the primary songwriter in Motley Crue. So Nikki Sixx, he and Tommy actually are the primary songwriters in Motley Crue. And so Nikki Sixx, if he really gave a shit about any sort of artistic integrity, he would have already put together another musical outfit that puts out quality music. But 6 a.m.
He tried.
is terrible.
6 a.m.
6 a.m. is terrible. Brides of Destruction didn't work. Although both records, I like both records, but Nikki, it just didn't work. It wasn't.
It's not Motley Crue level, but I don't think they're bad.
That's the only thing people care about Nikki Sixx is he's got to be in Motley Crue.
Oh yeah. I'm just looking in the chat. Flipside Music saw Vince at Cooperstown, and he was fucked and fell off the stage there too.
Oh my!
Is that like part of his shtick now? Is that like a regular thing? Is that Vince is gonna fall off the stage? So when he gets to that whoa part in Kickstart My Heart, you know, like whoa, yeah, is that like where he takes the dive? Whoa!
Maybe he's thinking,
The
okay,
audience goes,
I've had enough of this. I've had enough of the gig today. If I just fall off the stage, then they can carry me out and I can go home.
That'd be funny if he has like an inflatable airbag there, like it's all a setup, and Vince like feigns an accident to fall off the stage every show just to end it
It's a Tony
early.
Clifton.
Is that what happened with Tony Clifton?
Yeah, well, Tony Clifton was a bit. Tony Clifton was
he would pick fights with the audience, but that
the
member was like his writing partner.
Tony Clifton was
really?
Bob Zamuda. Tony Clifton was Bob Zamuda, who was the writer for Andy Kaufman. So what would happen was,
oh, okay, I heard.
Yeah,
this.
Andy Kaufman would be on stage and he would get heckled, and it was all a work. It's that's kind of how that works. And sort of the same thing with Dave's. You know, hey, don't be squirting water at me. Nobody squirted water at Dave. That was just when you're standing on stage.
Jizz.
And when you're standing on stage in front of 50,000 people, you can just point at one guy who's in the pit, who's a security guard, who's standing there like this with his back to the stage. Dave's pointing at that guy saying, don't squirt water at me. Nobody can see that guy. Nobody knows who that guy is. He's just
true.
That's like just saying, that's like when Bruce Dickinson would be like pointing to the guy in the balcony. There's nobody in the balcony. He's just pointing randomly in that section so that everybody thinks, hey, Bruce can see me. It's all a big work. It's all a work. If you've ever been on stage in front of a lot of people, Dane, you wouldn't know what this is like. If you've ever been on stage in front of a lot of
Burn!
Sad ace.
Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right, Bozique. Occasionally, what would happen is Andy would wear the Tony Clifton makeup and go out and do the bit. That's like the old. That's why? Because Andy Kaufman was a huge wrestling fan, and one of the wrestling characters that was constantly used was the Executioner. And the Executioner was whomever the guy was at the time that they could get that could wear the mask. So anybody could be the Executioner as long as they wore the mask. And that's what the Tony Clifton bit would be, was anybody that they could get the wig on and put the padded clothing on and the makeup and the fake fat face on. That way they could put Andy and Tony Clifton or Andy and Bob Zamuda in the same room. And then a third guy could come out dressed as Tony Clifton and make it work. That's the whole point of doing something like that, is to have it's plausible deniability.
It's like the 1966 Batman TV show where, Commissioner Gordon's like, how can we have Bruce Wayne and Batman here at the same time? And Alfred comes out as Batman, but it's obviously Alfred. He's like obviously an old befuddled man with a white mustache hanging out of the mask. It's like, yes, I'm Batman. Woe to criminals. What?
And then he runs off, right?
Yeah.
I remember that. I saw that.
Yeah. Clearly, Bruce Wayne is not Batman. He's right here. And there goes Batman. Brilliant. Brilliant, Commissioner. And of course, Chief O'Hara's sitting there. Gosh, and bigora. It's like the Batman TV show. How many of you in the chat remember the old Batman TV show? Even if, obviously, most of us weren't born, to watch 1966 Batman TV show, but all of us saw it it was been in reruns up to this day.
Yeah, like Saturdays.
So don't tell me you never saw it with,
every day after school.
Paunchy Adam West. We all watched this. I love Chief O'Hara. He was my favorite character because it's like, Batman's like, there's a clue left at the crime scene. I'm laughing at you, Batman. Ha, 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 ha. Do you think it's Catwoman, Batman? No, Commissioner Gordon.
Chief O'Hara was basically, when you think about all those TV shows, they were all the same show. Chief O'Hara was Sergeant Schultz.
Yeah, right. No. Yeah, Chief O'Hara was Sergeant Schultz. Right.
Sergeant Schultz, who was also Ensign Parker. I mean, they're all the same stupid, like
comedy relief in a position of authority. Barney Fife, Fife with the one bullet gun.
Yeah, they're all the same. It's all the same character. They're Enos and with Roscoe P. Coltrane. Yeah. They're all Enos. The same.
They kept going through deputies. Enos, penis, anus, clitoris.
It's sort of one of those things.
And Doug.
Yeah, and Doug.
They're all the and Doug.
They're all the same character. And we buy it every time.
Because it's fun. It's fun. Yep. You need that big buffoon or that befuddled elderly man to make fun of. But Chief O'Hara was just brilliant because it was like Batman was just like reading. No, Chief O'Hara, it's not Catwoman because it's on a playing card. Gosh, and it must be the Penguin then. No, it's the Joker card, the Joker playing card, and
Mr. Freeze. I couldn't imagine it being Mr. Freeze.
Well, clearly the Mad Hatter than Batman. Yeah. No, keep going.
Poison Ivy. Then Poison Ivy, a cunning display. No,
he's going through the list. Cannot be the Joker though. It could.
Daisy Duke in her shorts. Daisy Duke.
Oh God, love Daisy.
You had to bring up the Daisy Dukes.
You dipstick.
The great thing about Catherine Bach is she wore a see-through bathing suit on Battle of the Network Stars when they put her in the dunk tank.
Oh, love it.
So it was like the green one-piece bathing suit that when it got wet, it was pretty much sheer.
There's that winter bush, baby.
That was how ABC got naked tits on Saturday night on primetime television. They basically put those Battle of the Network stars, female stars, in the most sheer bathing suit. It was fine while it was dry, but when it got wet, it was literally like a wet t-shirt.
Oh, it's beautiful.
True story.
And Vistalite 1972 brings up the Enos show. How many of you remember the Dukes of Hazzard spinoff, the Enos show? Basically, awful. Enos leaves Hazard County to go work as a city cop with a black partner. It was brilliant. And the guy's like, who's this nutty motherfucker? And it was just like, howdy, I'm from Hazard County, where we've never even seen a black person before.
Didn't Barney Fife have the same kind of show where he moved and he went into the big city to become a deputy there?
Did they do a Barney Fife spinoff?
I don't know.
I remember it might have just been a few episodes where he moved into the big town that was up the street, Raleigh or wherever they would go.
Well, miss you, Barney. Mayberry will never be as safe as when you're here. I know, Andy. I know. I bet my bullet on it.
I love it. Andy, we gotta nip that in the bud. Nip it right in the bud.
Nip it in the bud.
Nip it in the bud.
Fucking Otis, the town drunk, lets himself in and out of the cell. The key's right there on the wall. He just kind of goes in, lets himself in and out.
Which was obviously paid tribute to by Mel Brooks as when he put Mongo in the cell.
Oh yeah.
Mongo just in and out, didn't give a shit.
Let's see. Keith Campbell says Gomer Pyle was a spinoff of the Andy Griffith Show. That's true.
Sure it was, yeah.
And that was a great one. Let's see. Barney Fife never had a spinoff, says Keenan Neighbors and Lenny Lou. Just left the show. Did they ever replace Barney Fife on Andy Griffith?
I don't know. I never watched that show.
Talking guitars and classic 60s TV.
Yeah, I never watched that show. I mean, we're talking about television shows that were on in prime time before any of us except Dane were born.
Oh,
yeah. Here's a show for you, BJ and the Bear. Try to pitch that today and see what is assumed that show's about.
What's funny
BJ
is
and the Bear.
If you don't know, BJ and the Bear is about a trucker who goes around with his monkey. They're doing a thing. If you listen to satellite radio, all the commercials are for over-the-road truckers because that's the only people that really listen to satellite radio. These guys who are on coast-to-coast trips across the country that are like a captive audience. So there's always a commercial based around trying to get people to drive trucks for a new company. So one of the companies, I don't know who it is, but they're offering like $85,000 to start, and you can take your dog with you.
Wow, that's cool.
You know, if you're for those lonely, cold nights in the Midwest and you really need to snuggle up next to something warm.
Well, usually you want to snuggle up with your bear. So,
by the way, Keith Campbell, it is a chimp. People think that chimps are cute, kind of like koala bears, but they're not. Chimpanzees are like 9 times as strong as a human being.
They'll rip your fucking face off.
They'll rip your arms off. They go right after your face. I'm like, chimps are very, very dangerous. We have, because of Lancelot Link and all of those other animal exploitation shows from the 50s and 60s, we're under the mistaken impression that getting a chimp is a cute pet. No monkey is a cute pet. None of them. They're all vicious creatures.
Yeah, they really are. And you know what? When we were all together, minus Dane as Popcorn the band, we had JoJo the chimp as our drummer. And let me tell you something. There were so many lawsuits initiated from him attacking the audience and ripping noses and ripping ears. And oh my God, just ridiculous. Crazy. You can't have chimps.
Yeah, chimpanzees, all monkeys, all simians are bad. Even like the little rhesus monkeys, like those little organ grinder monkeys, they'll still scratch your eyes out. They're fucking vicious.
Yeah, they're vicious. They have claws and shit, and they're strong. They're fucking like surprisingly strong.
Yeah, they're 8 to 9 times the strength of a human being. Normally, they look cute, but they're
even
not
those tiny ones.
Yeah, they're not cute at all.
And if you ever have seen Planet of the Apes, you know that they just hate humans.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And I'll tell you,
they're like
something.
Cats. If they could kill you, they would.
Back in the 60s when they had a lot of animal actors on shows and stuff, like Bewitched, she would turn, Andorra would turn Darren into an ape or something, and mother, turn Darren back right now, turn Darren back. She'd walk around with a chimp. I'd be amazed if like security wasn't sitting there with tasers and fucking stuff to cattle prods to like get that ape to let go of her. Rip off her fucking fingers. Gilligan's Island.
Monkeys are not. Monkeys are not. They really shouldn't be kept as pets.
Bob Denver beaten up on Gilligan's Island by a monkey that landed in a space capsule on the fucking island.
Yeah, I went to
Gilligan. We're gonna be rescued. It's a monkey. Holy shit, Professor! He's ripping his fucking face off. Help, Skipper! Ah! Blood spurting on the coconut cream pie.
Yeah,
my pie.
Have a monkey on set. Ready for this? It's way too soon, but I'm going to do it. Having a monkey on set during Gilligan's Island is like doing a movie in New Mexico with Alec Baldwin.
Oh, no. So soon. Too soon. Oh. Yes, Black Salami, I do spank the monkey.
Hello?
Is this thing on?
A guy walks into a talent agent's office. He says, I have a family show.
It's got chimps jerking off and a bear giving BJs to truckers.
Everywhere. There's just so the cum is flying. Oh, to and fro.
But it's funny.
Yeah.
What's going to happen to Alec? What's going to happen to him?
Someone's going to jail.
Yeah, this
he probably won't, but someone's going to jail.
No, look, here's the thing.
It's an awful thing.
Is it okay to talk about this, Johnny?
It's okay to talk
all right,
about
look,
it.
Let's talk about it.
It's current. I mean, it's current news. It's being talked about
everywhere.
everywhere.
Let's talk about it, but let's take it as the serious tragedy it was. Because I have friends that have worked with this woman who tragically lost her life.
Who was, by the way, beautiful.
Beautiful girl, young girl, mother, wife. Horrible tragedy. So I want to talk seriously because a lot of people have privately emailed me about this, asking how this could happen and isn't there gun safety and didn't you carry a gun on Lost and haven't you worked with guns before? Yes, and yes. Here is the deal. Okay. When we're on a set, and I'm speaking as someone who has carried a gun on the TV show Lost, an actual live rifle. Okay. I've carried it. I've used it. I've gone through all the protocols. Here's what's supposed to happen. There is the prop master, and then there is the armorer. The armorer is a division of the prop department that deals only in the weaponry. And I don't mean like, the joke weaponry, like the laser pen James Bond used. I mean real guns on set. Because that is usually what productions use is real guns. And some of them have a bar across it in there or the firing pins taken out or something. And then some of them are actual live working guns that if you put a bullet in the chamber will fire a live round. Now, the term live round, it means anything that shoots a projectile of any sort out of the barrel of a gun. So we're talking a blank or a live actual bullet. Those are both considered live rounds.
For people that don't know, a blank still has gunpowder in it, and it is still capped like the case of a regular bullet. And so when that primer ignites the gunpowder, there is an explosion at the head of the casing, the shell casing, that will expel both gas, flame, and debris, because the end of that casing still has metal, like aluminum or whatever. So there is a certain degree of shrapnel. It may not be a projectile, but it's just like if you put a firecracker into a aluminum can, when it blows apart, that can may blow apart, but you'll see this little fragments of the aluminum can that do go in places. That does happen with a blank round. There is still an explosion, which means that something is expelled.
Yeah, there is still a projectile. There is still a projectile. It's not the metal bullet itself.
No.
But Paulie is absolutely right. It is enough. It's the same force, same explosion. It's just now cardboard, paper, wadding and stuff. But
wax.
Make no mistake.
Usually it's wax. It's a piece of wax.
But make no mistake. It's like, you can, hurdle a piece of wax at 300 miles an hour at someone. It'll still kill you. Clearly, this is what happened. What's supposed to happen when you are working with a live gun? I'm the actor on set. I basically have a scene where I'm running with a gun. They hand me a rubber gun. I have a close-up scene where I'm looking down the barrel of a gun. That's the hero gun, the beauty gun. That's usually a fake gun. Where it falls apart is using a real gun for a firing scene where I'm shooting at someone. That case, they're handing me an actual firearm. And in that case, what's supposed to happen is the armorer comes to me and looks down the barrel, shows me that it's empty, pulls out the magazine, shows me that it's empty, points it at the ground, dry fires it multiple times, and then puts it all back together, makes sure I am paying attention to that, and hands it to me and says, cold gun. That means totally empty, chamber checked, magazine checked, fire dry. Nothing is definitely in that gun. Once I have
And-
that in my hand, go ahead, Paulie.
I was going to say, and when Mancuda is done with that gun and he hands it back to the armorer then checks to make sure it's clear, pulls the thing. Like, they literally go through this thing. It's like, if I pick this up, I've now picked it up. It's in my possession. It's my responsibility to make it safe. It's now safe. I hand it to John. Theoretically, and I don't know if they do this on your set, John is supposed to go empty, and away from everybody, and confirm that it's actually empty before they even go to the shoot. When they're done with the shoot, he hands it back to the prop master. The prop master goes,
well, the armorer
goes, clear, empty, and then hands it to the next person. So there's literally a chain of custody safety check that's supposed to be done for every human being that comes in contact with that weapon. And that's, by the way, that's gun safety 101 with everybody.
Right. I'm doing it, by the way, with the armorer. The armorer is showing me and confirming with me face to face. Okay, I looked, chamber empty. Do you see chamber empty? Yes. Magazine empty. Do you see magazine empty? Down to the ground. Dry fire once. Dry fire twice. Clear, right? Okay. And sometimes 3 times on the dry fire. That's what's supposed to happen. Now, also, I should point out, that's only handed to me like that just before the camera rolls. There's no sitting around on the set waiting for camera shots to be adjusted or lighting to be done with the live firearm.
Nope.
None of that. It's handed to me just before they're saying action.
Yep, you have it in your hand for the shortest time possible.
Right. And once it's handed back to the armorer, actually, before it's handed back to the armorer, you do not point it at anyone. You point it at the ground, basic gun safety. You keep it pointed at the ground. You never point it at anyone. Now, if it's called for in the scene, that's a whole different story. But
well, no, John, talk about that. Talk about the perspective. Talk about the perspective, because what will happen is in the scene, the actor will have the gun. See how I have my hand pointed directly at the camera? And the camera will be shot off at, let's say, 8 o'clock from that. So the perspective-wise, it looks like my gun is now pointed directly at Ace's head, when in fact, the gun is pointed, 3 feet from Ace's head. But the way the camera is positioned in the shot, it's actually not pointing directly at Ace. They do that as well, a perspective
sometimes.
Shot. Yes,
sometimes.
So that it looks like, because if it is a gun that is loaded with a blank round where they have to shoot at close range, they're not pointing directly at it because of the idea that there'll be a projectile that comes out after the explosion. So that's why when you see these things like in the hallway in Beverly Hills Cop, when Michael Tandino gets killed in the beginning and the guy grabs him by the head and puts the gun up to his head to shoot him, he doesn't. Here's the head where he grabs his head. Here's the gun. But the camera shot is on the other side so that it looks like the gun is right up against his head, but it's not. It's here. And the perspective of that, just for the same purposes, because of that explosion, because you're supposed to stay 20 feet away from another actor. So when they do these up the close, where they're going to shoot a guy in the head, if this is the guy's head and the gun is right here in the scene, the gun is actually here.
In a lot of cases, when there's blank fires, yes.
Yeah.
In the case of a cold gun, a lot of times, like I had a scene in Lost where I am pointing a rifle at a woman who's invading the camp, and I had it pointed right at her. It's determined to be a totally cold gun, though. There is no fire. There is no blanks being used. That was pointed at the woman. That was the scene. But the main point is, it's everyone's responsibility to know this is a cold gun, and you treat it like a live gun all the time. You point it at the ground. You don't point it at a person, the whole 9 yards.
Rule number 1. And it's literally, there's no room for misinterpretation of this. Rule number 1, all guns are always loaded.
Yes.
Done.
Mhm.
End of fucking discussion. All guns, toy guns, squirt guns, blank guns, cap guns, water guns, whatever all guns are always loaded and should be treated as such. I don't care if it's a toy. If your finger is like this and you're pretending it's a gun, you don't fucking point it at somebody. All guns are always loaded and should be treated as if they are live, loaded, deadly weapons. Rule number 2, never point your gun at anything you are not willing to destroy. Number 3, keep your finger off the trigger until your sights are on the target. So the finger is always along the edge of the gun until you are lined up, and then you put the finger inside the trigger guard. You don't do these things. Never point the gun at anything you're not willing to destroy. And more importantly, before we even get into any of those rules, you are fiscally and legally responsible for every bullet that is fired from your gun. Refer to rule number 1. All guns are always loaded. That's rule number 1, and it's the best rule of gun safety. If you treat everything, and by the way, there's another thing that they tell people. If you have your gun, all right, imagine your gun is a laser, and the laser is always on. That barrel can never cross anything that it's not willing to destroy. Imagine it being a flamethrower or knife. If that barrel comes across anything, this can, it's now cut in half. My computer monitor is now blown apart. You consider it as if there's a laser coming out of that at all times. And so the gun stays down, the gun stays over here, the gun stays in a place where it can't be pointed at something that can be destroyed.
And so in your guys' who do you think is responsible then?
Hold on. Let's hold on, Dane. Before we get to that, let's just address, just so Fret Level Midnight has peace of mind here. There are times that a cold gun, which is confirmed cold by the armorer and the actor it's handed to before action is yelled. There are times, like in my scene in Lost, that the gun is in fact pointed at the other actor. So there is a protocol of this. When there's a blank, Paulie's right. Usually perspective is a little off. But in the case of a cold gun, a lot of times, not always,
yes,
guns are indeed pointed at other actors.
And you'll notice that when there's the difference between when the gun is pointed, like if I have the gun pointed, Johnny, put me and Mancuda next to each other. All right. So I've got the gun pointed at John.
There you are.
Right? I've got the gun pointed at John's head. That's the scene. As I pull the trigger, the camera cuts to me with the live gun pointed somewhere else, and they have it set that gun went off, and then they cut again to John falling. Or
a lot of times.
They cut to the blood pack going off in his chest.
The squib.
The squib. So that all of those scenes are shot sometimes out of sequence and then edited together. That's where the editor comes into here. So it's not like they take a cold gun, they point it at John, squeeze the trigger, the gun goes off, John falls. It doesn't work like that.
No.
Here you go. John, if you move a fucking muscle, I'm going to shoot you. Cut. Take the gun down, grab the gun. They go to another scene. I swear to fucking Christ, if you moved, fired the gun. John may not even be in the fucking scene at the time.
Correct.
Cut. They go to the next scene. John is like, oh my God, don't fucking shoot me. Cut. Then they go to, like, they do it in little slices.
It's edited together a lot of times.
Yeah, this is.
But if you are seeing a scene with a blank pointed at someone, it's at an angle usually. If you're seeing a scene where if you're seeing a scene with a cold gun, it could be pointed right at my fucking head in a one shot, and that would be that would be real. Sometimes that's rubber too. Sometimes that's rubber too,
yes,
and they will cut. Yeah, they will cut. But here's the thing. I've worked with Alec Baldwin on SNL. I was in skits with him. I've worked with him. Okay. Very usually professional guy. Some guys, say he's a nice guy. Some guys say he's an asshole on a personal level. I like him. He was nice to me, but I know based on just talking to him, he's distraught beyond words. Because this doesn't fall short for him, and publicly he's been, very very open about this. He murdered someone unintentionally, manslaughter, whatever way you want to put it.
He committed homicide.
Yeah.
Committed
Murder,
homicide.
I'm sorry,
That's
is a
a
bad
fact.
word. Wrong word.
That's a
wrong
fact.
word.
It's homicide. When you kill another human being, it's automatically homicide. Is it justifiable? Is it negligent? Whatever it is, you kill a human being, that's homicide.
But now here's the thing. It's not him that basically did it. Again, this is where the gray area is. Okay. He's understanding that this is a cold weapon. It was not. The armorer said cold gun, handed it to him. Now, usually it's on Alec as well as the armorer to check the barrel, unload it, look in the magazine, dry fire to the ground. That should have been done. The problem with this production, from what I've been hearing, all the union people walked off because of previous safety accidents and protocol breaches, which happen a lot on low budget films, which this was. And this time you had non-union guys cutting corners on safety. And clearly, whoever this fucking armorer is very fucking responsible to call a live gun, and a blank gun is a live gun again, cold. It was not a cold gun. It was a hot gun. It was a live gun with a round, and that round was blank, and that round went through the shoulder and into the body of the person that unfortunately was killed.
Now, major
tragedy.
Here's why it was a live round. Because the people on that set prior to shooting that day, no pun intended, were out in the desert recreationally shooting with the same weapons that were being used as prop guns on the set. They used real firearms, which, by the way, is not unheard of. Real firearms are used on occasion to replicate real, because it's an authenticity thing. And so
they're used a lot. They're used a lot.
These guns were real guns, real weapons that are really capable of really shooting and fucking killing everybody, which brings me back to rule number 1. All guns are always loaded. Alec Baldwin was allegedly practicing his cross draw from a seated position to try and make it look natural for when they yelled action. He was in the process of rehearsing at the time. The problem was, A, all guns are always loaded. B, never point a gun at anybody at anything that you're not willing to destroy. And C, he put his fucking finger on the trigger and pulled it. There was no need for any of that stuff. So when it's all said and done, John, when it's all said and done, the person holding the weapon is ultimately responsible to maintain gun safety. Yes, the armorer should have made sure the gun was cleared. And allegedly, he said it was cleared, told Alec Baldwin it was a cold gun. Alec Baldwin irresponsibly didn't double check to see if that gun was cold before fucking around with it. He should have double checked. When it's all said and done, when you are handed, and by the way, Alec Baldwin is not stupid. He's done this before. He's an experienced actor and has been handed weapons for a good portion of his career. He knows gun safety. He's aware of it and should have double, triple checked this thing and should never have pointed it. He could have done that cross draw training off to the side in the middle of the desert where there was nothing that could have been a target. You know what I mean?
Well, he was doing it right where they were setting up the camera angle. So the shot was, to my understanding, the shot was supposed to be basically pointing directly down the barrel of the camera. So you're looking down the barrel of the gun. That's right where the shot is supposed to be. The mistakes happen on the armorer in calling a cold gun, and Alec for taking the word of the armorer and not doing his own due diligences. But still, look, at the end of the day, I feel bad for Alec as well. Because
no, nobody wants to kill somebody.
But a lot of people have been calling out Alec Baldwin online, and I just have to say, I'm sorry, I don't feel Alec should be blamed in the way irresponsibly. I do, but
yes. He is ultimately responsible, but I don't think there was malice or forethought.
But that's it, malice. That's the word I was fishing for. Thank you. A lot of people are saying, they're making jokes about this. This is not a joking matter. This is a tragedy. I have friends going to that funeral who have worked with it. Friends that I'm working with now on films that have worked with this poor woman. And like I said, it's a tragedy all around. It really is. It's not something to joke about. It's really not. I mean, look, we take the low shots on everything. This is not a tragedy to joke about. This is really, really horrible.
There is nothing funny about homicide.
No.
Nothing. There's nothing. There's two things that, again, as we talk about humor, when we talk about humor on the show, the first arbiter is it funny? Well, one of the decision-making processes you have to go through to decide whether or not something is funny is time, target, and environment. Has there been enough time to make a joke about it? Well, no, there hasn't, because this thing just happened. The target of the joke. Who is the target of the joke? Well, if you're talking about somebody dying, that's not fucking funny. She's an innocent. If you're talking about irresponsibility, yes, irresponsibility is a viable target for a ridicule and humor. Is Alec Baldwin irresponsible? Yes, he is irresponsible in this case. Has enough time passed for you to make jokes about Alec Baldwin's irresponsibility? Probably not. And oh, by the way, this isn't the environment for that. At some point, there will be jokes made. And make no mistake about it, the memes that have been going around on social media are fucking hilarious. They're very funny if you don't consider that it's real. For example, I've talked about this before, and it's an awful thing. When Stevie Ray Vaughan died, and they were talking about who was in that helicopter, my first thought was, why couldn't it have been Robert Cray? Not because I want Robert Cray to die.
I always thought Laura Zora,
whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Why couldn't it have been like your brain goes to this place where you go, well, Jesus, how can I make this okay? And that's kind of what comedy is supposed to do, is be cathartic and give you that relief from something that's gone on that's really horrible. And so at some point, jokes will be made, and it's going to be awful. It's going to be in poor taste no matter what. Is it going to be funny? Probably. When I saw some of those memes online, I laughed. That was my first response, was to laugh to myself, by myself, because I thought it was funny.
It's too close to home for me. It's too close to home for me.
Now you can't, just because you found it funny doesn't mean you should turn to your friend and go, hey, by the way, did you see this thing? This was fucking funny. No. If you find it funny, that's great. And that's your own sick sense of humor, and you're the only one responsible for it. But an innocent woman has died. And that's fucking
she
awful.
was a cinematographer, wasn't she? Which is usually a job that women don't have.
Director of photography, a DP.
Yes.
And she had worked with a few close friends of mine that are inconsolable right now. And I don't blame them. I'm devastated by it because I see my friends devastated by it. And I've been on sets with these people. I've been in that position of using guns. And make no mistake, let's clear this up. This is not a political discussion. Paulie and I are both gun owners, and this is not about ownership and gun rights and none of that shit. This is on-set safety. This is on-set safety. And we're trying to convey, just so people know, because I've been asked all week, how did a blank kill someone? How did this happen? I'm telling you how it happened, because I've been in the shoes of holding a gun toward a camera.
And as
toward other actors.
As somebody who has been a licensed gun owner for well over 30 years, who have fired thousands of rounds, maybe tens of thousands of rounds, and have carried a gun on my person for a good amount of time, gun safety is important. And when something like this happens, every responsible gun owner should take this moment to educate those who have these questions. They should be able to say to them, without emotion, without inflaming each other's sensibilities, whether they be political or their fundamental tenets of their person or their foundational belief system. The fact of the matter is, guns are dangerous, and they're not to be fucking toyed with. And if they're going to be used for an artistic expression like a film, they're still guns, and they should still be treated as the most dangerous tool one can have. They serve only one purpose. And it's unfortunate that this happened, and I wish we could stop talking about it now, so I will.
Yes.
Yeah, we will too. Like I said, I wanted to address it because so many people have been messaging me, asking me about it, what I think about it, what I thought of Baldwin, what I thought of, did I know the woman? It's very close to home for me, really close to home. And it's just a tragedy overall. So our condolences to the friends and family and the child who lost their mother in this horrible, horrible thing. And again, sad all around. Just a tragedy, just a horrible tragedy.
I'm guessing at this point, the movie's going to be done. They ripped up the script. Everybody went home.
No, they've suspended shooting. Again, worst phrase you could use, but they've suspended filming on the movie. And who knows what's going to happen.
Understandably.
Yeah,
I mean, look,
who
if you
knows what's
remember
gonna happen.
Twilight Zone, the movie,
Vic Morrow got his head chopped off.
from a helicopter blade, and the
Not just
movie
him, two
still got
kids
made.
too.
Yeah, I was about to say there were
Wow.
2 children, but we don't really care about kids. Hi, Ellie.
Oh,
But it's okay. I mean,
Anyway.
look, the movie's probably going to go on anyway.
The
it's gonna be
unfortunate part
tragic.
is,
Look at The Crow. Jason Lee,
Yeah.
not Jason Lee,
Yeah.
Brandon Lee,
Brandon.
died during The Crow from a blank fire and gun. Same thing.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And the movie will get made because of the publicity that this has
Sure.
made for it. So it will come out.
anyway, moving
Seems
on.
like-
Guitars and metal.
Yeah, moving on. Just an
What
awful
about my
situation.
birthday?
Yes.
I know.
How many people are still watching?
We got
125 in the chat. Hit that like
Wow.
button, please.
128.
You're doing good.
Yeah. Smash
I
it and
think-
subscribe to
Thank you
Zimm.
guys so much.
And shitty and apologies
you,
that
guys.
you had to listen to that, but somebody along the line may go back and watch the show and go, "Oh my God, those guys actually handled that responsibly." Because we're not,
Which
as
is
stupid
not
as we-
usually what we're
No.
associated with
No,
responsibility.
we're not stupid, and we're not heartless.
No.
And it
Yeah.
sucks, and it's a real life thing. And oh, by the way, it's in the entertainment industry. We do entertainment. There
Paulie
have
and
been
I are
times
both entertainment professionals, so
there's
And it's current. It's current events too.
and it's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
The whole thing is unfortunate. I wish we didn't have to talk about it. I would not wish this situation on anybody, but it's the same thing. Like we talk about the Vince Neil drunk driving thing. And it's not because we want to rip on Vince Neil or we want to talk about, killing
Mitch
somebody.
Malloy.
Mitch Malloy is a different situation. Fuck that guy. I hope he goes bald over the
Oh,
weekend.
jeez.
Yeah, his hair's all going to start falling
Wouldn't that be
out.
funny? Mitch
I kinda
Malloy
have
goes to
that
comb his
problem.
hair, and in one fell swoop, the whole thing
The whole
rips
thing
off.
just-
Like,
well,
what the
there are-
fuck?
There is speculation that it's a wig.
Yeah,
That's
he's
not
been
a
wearing a
wig.
wig this whole time.
Nah. That guy's Johnny and I saw him in person at NAMM. Mitch Malloy is so damn pretty and youthful
Yes.
looking. He's got a painting in his attic like Dorian Gray. He's definitely he just has genes that all of us wish we had. I think Adrian Vandenberg has the same genes. You look at Adrian, he looks amazing, and the locks of the gods.
John and I were
stupid.
sitting there eating sandwiches, and Mitch walked right past us.
And I got a boner, and Johnny probably did too. I mean, he's
Hey,
that
Cameron-
good looking. The fucking guy's that good looking, damn him.
Cameron Brown's in the chat. Cameron, can you confirm anything else about Mitch Malloy? Anything at all?
Cameron says
Confirm
he does
anything?
not
Is there
wear a
anything you
wig.
can confirm? Anything
This
about Mitch
just
that
in.
you
And
can
now the
confirm?
news.
anything? Was
Reporter
Mitch Malloy
Cameron
ever-
Brown on the scene.
Cameron was Mitch Malloy in
Neanderthal,
Van
this
Halen?
is Cameron on the scene. I'm right here with Mitch. I'm tugging on his hair, and it's not moving. It is rooted to his scalp, Paul. It is rooted. Back to you at the studio, Paul.
And by the way, Bozique, I'm with you. I don't blame Pete Thorne for getting the paycheck. I don't blame Pete Thorne for going up on stage. I don't blame. Pete Thorne is not the brainchild behind this thing. Pete Thorne is a musician,
But
who
he's
took
the
a pay-
talent.
who took a pay. Well, he certainly is. Because being able to play guitar like Eddie Van Halen, I mean, if everybody could do it, Johnny would be on YouTube every day with his Ernie Ball. Oh wait,
Wait a minute!
Yeah.
have you
I got
seen?
800
That's
views
gonna
on that
happen,
video.
huh?
Have you seen my latest video? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding about it.
Hey, everybody, this is Johnny Beane. I'm broadcasting live from inside my car, and I'm going to Starbucks drive-through. This is going to be
So I
a
guess it's
40-minute
not a
video. But
Good. It's not a good time to bring up John Gruden. Then I guess.
Gruden?
Who?
I would say again.
Gruden is Gruden.
Just to put another bow tie on this thing, nobody begrudges Mitch Malloy's looks, his talent. The fact that he has never been in Van Halen is my issue because he's trying to capitalize on it. That's it.
He is capitalizing on
That's
it.
it.
He is.
That's it. He was never in Van Halen, and he's trying to tell people he did and make money off that band. It's different when you're doing a tribute. It's another thing when you're trying to tell personal stories about your connection with the band, and that's the selling point of your tribute. Our friend Caleb is in a tribute band. I know that there are several other people in the chat that have done Van Halen tribute bands and done shows that are tributes to Van Halen. all of that is great. Paying tribute
Sure.
to Van Halen, being in a Van Halen tribute band is one thing. Telling people that your Van Halen experience is somehow more legitimate than others because of your personal connection. Shit, man, I've met Eddie Van Halen. So if I do a Van Halen tribute show, and is my show now a Van Halen experience? It's a bullshit move, and that's the only issue I have with it.
Yeah, I've owned guitars of his, or guitars he's played, blah blah blah. That doesn't mean I'm in Van Halen. I admired the man. I cried when he passed away. It still bothers me to this day, and I'm happy that we do on this channel a lot of Van Halen tributes. I don't think anyone does as good tributes as this man right over here. But look, Johnny is never saying, "Hey guys, I was in Van Halen." No, he doesn't do that. And Caleb Rappaport, who basically is incredible at playing Van Halen, never says, "Hey, I was in Van Halen too." No, they give tributes. They give appropriate tributes to a man who deserves them. Johnny does amazing shows about him that people enjoy, and it makes us all feel good and enjoying his memory. Caleb plays the music that he wanted carried on as a legacy, and he does it amazingly with some comedy and Hal Sparks and the rest of the guys, and does a great job at it. But none of them are saying, "You know why you should come to my show? Because I was the member of Van Halen you guys didn't get to see, and here's your opportunity." It's just like Van Halen, because I was part of the band. Me, Mitch Malloy. Wasn't.
There's an argument to be made that Johnny Beane is the father of Van Halen YouTube streams, because it seems like every time he has somebody on his YouTube channel, 6 months later they have their own Van Halen podcast. And I wish Johnny would turn around, because I'm guessing in the back of that white jacket there are like 4 or 5 different knife marks. I mean, that's what you should.
All right, let's stop there, Paulie. Let's stop there. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to.
I mean, I'm not even talking about anybody in the United States, eh?
Oh, okay.
Canada. I get it.
I'm not talking about any in the United States.
All right.
I'm talking about
someone else. As long as we're not talking about anyone in the U.S.
No, I'm talking about the bloody Canadians, eh?
Okay.
Yeah. Guys, what's kind of fun, real quick. Now, the Rolling Stones has 3 original members left in the band. They have a singer. Now, I saw this on Facebook, but the Rolling Stones currently has a singer.
Gotta be true.
And 2 guitar players, right? Surviving members. The Beatles have 2 surviving members, a bass player and a drummer.
Rolling Stones have 2 original members.
Okay, well, basically.
Wait, who? Two? Only 2, Paul?
So the Rolling Stones is
2 original members,
a bass player and a drummer. The Beatles has 2 surviving members, a bass player and a drummer.
The problem is, Paul, you can't put Paul McCartney as the bass player,
super group,
and not ask
Why the
him
hell
to
not?
sing.
Super old group.
Come on, man! What a waste of Paul McCartney. Just
by the way,
all right, Paul, you're the bass player.
on.
Well, I've always played the bass, but I like to sing. No, not this time. But I'm known for my singing. No.
Wrestling match.
But this was a great idea when I suggested it 15 years ago for the Who. The Who have a guitar player and a singer, and the Beatles have a bass player and a drummer. And it would have been great to see those guys all hook up and called the band Beatles Who. It's the same concept. The
Rolling
Hoodles.
The Rolling Beatles.
Yeah. I mean, those guys, look, we had the closest thing to a Beatles reunion you can possibly have here in Phoenix. Paul McCartney was playing over at the stadium here, the 80,000 seat stadium, sold out. Ringo Starr was playing at a small theater the same night. So Paul's on stage doing his thing, and out comes Ringo, who sits behind the drums, and they played a couple of Beatles songs. That's the closest thing to a Beatles reunion you can possibly have, and we witnessed it here in Phoenix. It was fucking awesome. It was awesome. So cool to be able to witness that moment. We don't get a chance to see something like that. And every time one of our legendary musicians goes away, it reminds us, we've talked about Frankie Banali when he went, obviously Eddie Van Halen. We're going to lose Glenn Tipton soon. We I hope not.
Let's
I
not.
hope
Let's not even tempt fate.
I
Let's
hope
not.
not.
Even
No,
tempt fate.
I mean, it's inevitable. It's not a matter. I'm not saying I
Well,
want it to
we're
happen.
all inevitable.
Right.
I understand
But
what you're
sooner
saying
than
because
later.
of the illness, but
we saw over the past couple of weeks. I have spoken to the man. I was unaware that Rob Halford was being treated for prostate cancer. Was everybody else shocked by that when he started posting pictures about it?
I didn't know about it. I didn't know. About it.
I didn't know about it either until there were pictures of him getting treatment for his prostate cancer. And I'm like, holy shit, I had no idea. So
because usually he posts pictures of hands going up his ass, but there's no mention of anything to do with cancer. Usually it's a fist or something like that, but there's never anything to do with cancer.
It was so amazing to see, and I've shared that picture. I think I even shared it with the Saturday Night Live.
Leave a thumbs up
chat.
for the new low of the show, by the way. Thank you.
I shared the picture of it's Rob all greased up in like a thong on a Harley. Like a couple of weeks ago, I sent it. I saw he shared it, and I copied
Ride my hog
and sent it to everybody. And I remember like Johnny's yuck.
I still can't listen to Turbo Lover.
Unsee this. Why can't you listen to Turbo Lover, Dane? What's the problem?
I'm homophobic.
Okay.
I'm
homophobic too. I'm homophobic. Homophobic. Me too. Yeah. When homeless people hanging out outside the door. Guys,
it's a bag lady.
Guys who look like Foster Brooks with like the little bag and the thing over there, and they're trying to jump
the stick with the kerchief.
Yep,
you know,
the stick with
like
the
little rascals. I'm running away from home, Spanky.
Yep. I'm completely homophobic. Wow.
I love that.
Hobophobic.
Mad Dog says I farted and Elton John's bracelet fell out.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
See,
well,
Leo
stuck in there
Safko,
because it was spiked.
Leo Safko appreciates the Foster Brooks reference. Hey, man, I know comedy history.
Oh, I know who Foster Brooks is. Definitely.
Hell yeah.
Him on Dean Martin show, man. Yeah.
Even Johnny, who doesn't watch anything on TV, knows who
Foster Brooks is.
Because that's what I watch.
That's how iconic the guy was.
Is he the cross-eyed guy from Young Frankenstein?
No, that's Marty Feldman.
Marty Feldman with those bug eyes.
Oh,
you know, interesting thing. I'll never be Dave. Bring something up. Paul McCartney announced today that he's not going to sign any autographs. I think this is great.
What is this?
Because his reasoning behind it was, I think we both know who I am. What I love is for those people that don't know, Keith Campbell, Rob Halford is a great guy. He's one of the nicest guys in the music industry, which is why anytime anybody tries to badmouth him, I'm like, no, not happening.
Yeah, he's
very
a good
funny.
Dude.
He's an awesome dude.
Guy. Very funny guy.
Steve Martin doesn't sign autographs and hasn't for years. Have you ever met Steve Martin, John?
I have not.
You know how I know you've never met Steve Martin? Because he didn't give you a card. He has a little business card that when you meet Steve Martin and you ask him for an autograph, he just hands you the business card that says, congratulations, you've just met Steve Martin.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, as something or
That's
had something
awesome.
like that. Melrose Larry Green had a card similar.
Yes.
It was a neon green card and it said Melrose Larry Green. And it was just like,
yes.
I don't even know.
Well, Melrose
you
didn't want to touch you.
You don't even ask for it. He just hands it to you.
Melrose didn't want to touch you because he's a germaphobe.
Well, there you go.
Or
a spermaphobe. I was, it was
I
in a
have his
bathroom
autograph.
stall. So I was like,
Melrose
to the
signed my
stall.
book.
Hey, Melrose, is that you?
Melrose was the nicest guy, a little bit nebbishy, a little bit overbearing.
A little bit nebbishy.
A little bit nebbishy. He lands in Memphis, and the first thing he asked me when he shows up at the radio station, he goes, do you know where I can find a good Jewish deli? I said, dude, you are in Memphis, Tennessee. I don't even know where you can find a Jew.
Let me call my friend Mancuda.
You're in Memphis, Tennessee. Good luck.
Yeah, Melrose. There's Shecky Greenbaumstein on 3rd. It's a private house, but knock on his door. He usually has some pastrami in the freezer. He'll defrost for you.
He was he has the thing on his arm, the canvas thing, whatever the Hasidic or the very conservative Jews have.
Oh, the box and the wrap.
Yeah, he does that. He has that. He's incredibly religious, incredibly observant. a super nice guy. He's a little on the nebbishy side, but couldn't be a nicer guy. Melrose Larry Green was a great guy, and more power to Howard Stern for allowing him the platform to make money and become famous for a while.
Yeah. Well, Howard's done that to a lot of people. This is why the man's
very
the king of
benevolent.
all media.
He's very benevolent. People don't know this about Howard, but he's a very benevolent, nice guy.
Yeah. And he's always pegged as a narcissist, which, I mean, that was his shtick for many years.
It's a mask.
But even with that persona, he has always, when you get down to the reality of it, he has given a lot of platform to a lot of people that are way outside the realm of actual entertainers.
Yes.
Beetlejuice and Stuttering John Melendez, who's a dick in person.
Yes, he is. Hank the Angry Dwarf.
Yeah, guys like that, they would never gain popularity. I mean, maybe these days with TikTok and YouTube and but no, he's been very generous with sharing basically his whack pack there, and
Melrose
money
was a
and,
good dude. Melrose,
Yeah,
I've
sure.
had Melrose in studio. I had Crackhead Bob in the studio, who was a great dude. I had a lot of those guys come down to Memphis when I was in Memphis, because I was the afternoon guy on a Stern station that's no longer there. It was called at WMFS, and we had Howard in the morning. I was on in the afternoon, and it was a radio station in the early to mid 90s, that when Howard would get off the air, we would play shit like Slayer and Limp Bizkit and Rage Against the Machine at like 10 o'clock in the morning, when radio stations weren't doing that, because we had no real signal. And we had no real budget, so we had to do really wacky shit to try and get attention. So we were the heaviest radio station you'd ever heard at 10:30 a.m. And yet, and of course, we had no ratings, which is why it's not there anymore.
Were you not to say
that will do it,
motherfuckers?
Dane, what do you got there, buddy?
Yeah, I got a guitar, and it is autographed.
Why would you bring a guitar on this show?
My autograph.
Who's
it autographed by, man?
It's autographed by autograph.
Oh, so like Steve Lynch and those guys?
Yeah.
Brian Plunkett.
Steve Plunkett.
Thank you.
Randy Rand. Steve Lynch.
There's Steve Lynch. Very
I have
cool.
no idea who that is.
Whoa, what the hell is that? Was someone just checking if the Sharpie was working?
That's someone's EKG.
Holy shit.
Did you get that in person?
What, Dane, did someone come in with that guitar originally at 2:00 unsigned and then came back at 2:15 with the whole band autographed it?
No.
They just went out to their car for a minute.
A guy brought it in, and it's just a Squire, and a guy brought it in, and he was I did a trade where I ended up with 8 guitars, and he took home that Randy Rhoads Jackson that I had.
Oh, nice.
And he showed me this, and he's like, bro, it's autographed, by autograph. And I said, bro, autographs don't add any value to a guitar.
Especially that last one.
Especially a band like Autograph. But I thought it was kind of cool.
Let's put it this way. It's going to sell more being signed by autograph than not being signed as a general just Fender Squire, because I mean, that's basically the appeal of that guitar is for an autograph fan.
Is there such a thing?
Is Paul hiding behind that guitar? I can't see.
I love Autograph, honestly. Turn Up the Radio is a great tune. I had them all their stuff on vinyl.
Yeah, no, I did an interview with Steve Lynch. Great guy, very nice guy, and incredibly talented, two-handed tapper.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's not to like about that?
Yeah, the lead in Turn Up the Radio is a great lead.
Oh yeah. If this is one of those songs I always consider one of those high energy songs. When you want that song to like drive your new Corvette down the road at 120 miles an hour, you want to put something on that's just some high energy song, and that's one of them. Turn Up the Radio is a killer song.
Killer.
Killer.
Can we figure out if those are real? Does anybody in the chat?
I don't think anyone's gonna fake the the autograph logos. I'm sure they're real
because it is kind of a thing to it's autograph by autograph.
Bozique says in the chat, Mancuda, we're the only people who remember who Autograph is. Nah, everyone knows Autograph in our chat. Our chat is full of people that love 80s metal, and Autograph, sign in, please, and, turn up the radio. Oh, who's that?
Are we taking?
Yeah, let's take a call. Why not?
Is this Autograph?
Is that Steve Lynch? They're not real.
Okay.
Who do we got on
Fret
the
level.
air?
Fret
level midnight.
Yeah.
Fret level.
I just want to say some things about Autograph, and then I'm going to get off the phone.
Sure, man.
The Mancuda and Paul show.
And Dane.
Autograph lead singer Steve Plunkett wrote the theme to that terrible '90s show 7-7, and I think that's
Did he
hilarious.
really?
And also,
I
if
did
you
not
haven't
know
heard,
that.
You need to listen to Loud and Clear by Autograph because it's way better than Turn Up the Radio, and it has a music video with Ozzy and Vince Neil. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Watch it.
I remember
Awesome.
that.
That's cool.
I remember they had it. They had them guesting on in that video. I remember watching that video and saying, "Okay, what are these guys doing in that video?" It was just one of those, they were recording in the studio nearby or something, if I remember. Because I think I remember asking Steve Lynch about that, and I think they were like recording nearby, and they asked him to be in the video, something to that effect, or they were doing
John
a project together.
Is that true?
John Biel signal in the air.
I also remember the song Blondes in Black Cars. Blondes in Black Cars. I remember that tune.
Oh, yeah. Listen, Autograph has a lot of cool songs. And yeah, Steve Lynch is an amazing player. He is amazing at two-handed tapping. That's his deal. So when you watch him actually play, he's really kicking ass on that guitar. Very, very fast player and a hell of a humble guy. You never hear anything bad about Steve Lynch. Not that I've ever heard. There we go. Neanderthal and Ace.
I was under the impression that Steve Lynch was trying to almost poached by Ozzy. If you look at there was a rumor of this. This was right around the same time that Nuno Betancourt.
Oh, wait a minute.
Johnny.
I know it's there, Johnny.
Where is it?
Nuno Betancourt.
There it is.
There are rumors that Nuno Betancourt at one point had sent a tape to Ozzy Osbourne, and Ozzy sent him a plane ticket, and he refused the job. The opportunity.
You've got to get through Sharon if you want the job.
He refused the opportunity and stayed with Extreme, which turned out to be the better idea. Because
definitely.
Ozzy was going through guitar players for a while. But if you look at the video for Loud and Clear, oh Jesus, Ace!
Oh no!
You can tell he's doing.
Dad. I want to play.
He's doing. I told you it's 7 o'clock. He wants to go. He's doing his zoomies. Have you seen him come back and forth a couple times?
Yeah.
He's running down the
As
hall.
long as I don't see that tail sticking out.
I've got that rubber shop flooring, puzzle flooring, so that
Right.
Lemmy doesn't have to walk around on hard floors. But when he does zoomies, he gets down the other end of the room and just kicks it up, and it's just a fucking pile of rubber down the other end of the room now. So if you look at the video for Autograph, I don't know who that was. It must be whomever's tied up in John's basement.
I think it was that guy.
I won't get the shot. Interesting. I'll never be Dave. It's interesting. Satellite Party was a pretty good band, and Nuno split from that band. I thought that was going to be a good band, but didn't work out for him.
I never even heard Satellite Party.
Yeah, it was Nuno and I believe Perry Farrell. And it would have been a cool thing.
Sounds good on paper.
Yes, you would think. I've got his Population 1 stuff. He also had a band called Population 1 and another one called Morning Widows.
Morning Wood?
Yes. But if you go back to the Autograph video for the song Loud and Clear from
Great song.
From their third record, the video has Ozzy
And
Vince Neil going into an Autograph live rehearsal where the band is playing on stage and they're playing. And at the end, you can see a look in Ozzy's eyes that's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And if you watch, like now that I've said that, when you go back and watch that video, you'll see it. And, you know, Ozzy doesn't have the best poker face on the face of the earth. I guarantee that at that time, Ozzy was thinking that guy would be great in my band. It was between the period of Jakey Lee and Zakk Wylde. It was in that 1986-87 period. Remember, in 1986, Jakey Lee left the band. 1987, Ozzy was pretty much wayward, and that's when that video for the Autograph song comes out. 1988 is when Zakk Wylde comes in and does No Rest for the Wicked. So there was that little period of time where I honestly believe that Ozzy was trying to poach.
I do believe Jake knows that we're screwed him by now, love.
Oh, Ozzy, we need a new guitarist to screw over. Jake obviously read his contract that he's not getting any money or credit. There I
Look
am.
at Ozzy there. He looks just like Sharon in that picture.
I was about to say, he really looks like Sharon on the talk right now.
They had the same
And
hairdresser.
now for our next host. Wait a minute, Oz, you look just like me.
By the way, I also need to confess to a little bit of Alzheimer's. I bought Don Dawkins' Up from the Ashes CD for the second time today.
Oh, really?
I don't know why.
Mirror, Mirror is a great song.
Yeah, but I already own it.
Now you can play it truly in stereo. Autograph. I've got all these lovely women that are not Sharon.
Yeah, because I found both the Reb Beach and John Norum Dokken records, the Erase the Slate and Long Way Home.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, which, you know, finding the Reb Beach one is very difficult because it was on a small label and there weren't a lot of them made.
Right. What was that on Paris?
I don't even know if it was Paris. It might have been, yeah. But I found those and I figured, well, while I'm here, I might as well grab the Don Dokken Up from the Ashes record. I don't already own that. Yeah, I do, actually.
Oops.
I do. So the old timers disease is starting to kick in.
Well, as long as you don't forget that $500 you owe me. Just putting that out there.
So yeah, if you look at the no, not in 24 hours, Wayno. I would never buy it twice in 24 hours. I'm not that stupid.
Paul went to the register. Just I meant to buy a Dokken Up from the Ashes. Oh wait, here it is in the car seat.
Excuse me. So yeah, if you go back and watch that video, you'll see that I believe Ozzy had designs on one Steve Lynch, who, by the way, was known as, you know, everybody talks about Eddie Van Halen's tapping and Stanley Jordan's
two-handed
tapping.
tapper, man.
And Steve Lynch was known for 8-finger tapping. That means all four here, all four here. He would do patterns of 8 fingers.
But so was Jeff Watson.
I understand that, but Jeff Watson had way more to offer than that. Whereas Steve Lynch, that was his rap. His rap was that was his trick. Whereas Jeff Watson was a decent songwriter and was in a way underrated band. Night Ranger was is still a fantastic band.
Yeah.
Still a fantastic band.
Brad Gillis.
Yeah, I mean, those first 4 Night Ranger records are as good as it gets. Problem with Night Ranger is Night Ranger was Tesla before there was Tesla, and that is a band that all they did was write fantastic music with no image.
Yeah, very good comparison, by the way, to Tesla, because Don't Tell Me You Love Me is an incredible fucking rocking song. And yet there's no blown away video of image. I mean, yeah, there's a music video, but it's not blowing you away. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Do you see this crap?
Brad
you know
Gillis?
what Johnny Beane is?
Name a name, and I'll show you a selfie with whoever that is.
Yeah, Johnny Beane is well known for being the fluffer to the stars.
Oh,
He's
by the way, I'm looking in
a
the
lot
chat.
of talented people.
I'm looking in the chat. They're talking about Jeff Kiesel and lack of quality there. If anyone dresses as Jeff Kiesel with a 2-foot spiked dildo in your ass as Halloween costume, you automatically get a prize. Just so you know. It's got to be distinctly Jeff Kiesel and distinctly a 2-foot spiked dildo.
But Night Ranger, a lot like Tesla, really known for their ballads versus their rock songs. You know, Tesla, a great rock band. Night Ranger, a great rock band. But the only thing people know is Sentimental Street,
Sister
and
Christian.
Sister Christian,
Yeah.
and you know, When You Close
Don't
Your
Tell Me.
Eyes. But no,
You can
don't
still
tell me.
rock in America.
Those are not the big songs. That's the thing. They're big to us, but
Yeah.
they're not the big songs by that band. Sentimental Street, Secret of My Success.
That was my favorite.
You know, all the stuff that they did. Sister Christian. You know, those songs. Nobody cares about A Touch of Madness, which is a fantastic song. Night Ranger, the song, is a fantastic song. You know,
by the way, Brad, newsflash, just cutting in for a second. Just now, Brad Gillis is on a podcast showing a photo of him and Johnny Beane, bragging that he met Johnny.
We
Go
lived
ahead,
in
Paulie, I'm
we
sorry.
used to live in the same town together. Actually,
I think
I've
told
seen him play.
I've told this story before. When I would go to Raiders games, Brad would occasionally be there playing tailgates. He'd be like, I was at a you know, I sat in the Black Hole in Oakland, and we yes, we're at the
Is that
underneath
him,
the tent.
Brad?
We're underneath the tent, and we're underneath the tent, and we're drinking and stuff. And all of a sudden, I hear that the beginning guitar riff of "Don't Tell Me You Love Me."
Wait,
He's
newsflash.
closed!
There was a pizza
He's
arriving at
closed!
Dane Zimmerman's.
Wait a
He's
minute.
closed.
Kid that didn't want to play guitar.
Oh, this is from the 6-year-old kid that I told he couldn't play guitar.
Sure
Oh,
This is that who
Thank you
sent
so
that in?
much.
Whoa, Dane, bring the guy on.
ooh,
Bring the
pizza.
guy on. Hold on a second.
She's already gone.
Well, stop him, Dane. Tackle him.
Go ask her if she wants to come. Go ask her if she wants to come on for a second.
Oh, is it her?
Yeah, you have to ask questions. Yeah. Yeah, it's a female.
Yeah, ask if she wants to
Very
come on the air real
attractive
quick.
female.
Is that true, Paul?
Yes. Dane, tip him.
Or her.
So it's
Or
the
her.
Pizza Hut girl.
Bring her
We're
on the
doing a
air.
show
Hello,
about
Pizza Hut
80s
girl. How are you?
metal.
You are live on the air, talking guitars and 80s metal live.
Oh,
We're on
hi.
We're on YouTube, Facebook, and a bunch of other platforms. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm good.
What's your name,
Pizza
dear?
there.
Devana.
Devana. That's
Devana.
very pretty. Devana, are you into 80s heavy metal?
I actually am, yes.
Who's your
Okay,
favorite
who-
band?
It's not right here.
I would say, well, I got a few. My all-time favorite's Meatloaf. That's my
All
all-time
right, that's a
favorite.
rock. That's a rock
Yeah,
band. We'll
it's
take
rock.
it.
Nice,
Havana,
nice to meet
Meatloaf.
you.
Grew
Thank
up
you.
Bruce
on Motley
Kulick.
Crue.
Bruce Kulick has played with Meatloaf.
Always nice
Yeah,
to meet a fan.
I grew up
Okay.
on Meatloaf, Rush,
The fan.
Led Zeppelin.
That's Meatloaf
Yeah.
right there.
Kind of back in the 70s.
That's him right there. Bat out of hell right there.
Yeah.
Say hello, Mr. Loaf.
Oh,
No,
God.
would do anything for love. Who else do you like? You said Led Zeppelin. Who else?
Led Zeppelin, Rush,
Rush.
Cheap Trick,
Nice.
Very
Motley
cool.
Crue. I met
Devana
them.
has
Okay,
better
Mo-
musical taste
hold
than
on.
Dane.
Let's land on Motley Crue for a
No.
minute. Have you seen Vince Neil sing in the last few years?
No.
Have you ever seen him sing?
I did once.
Have you
Well,
ever
the rest
seen
of
him
us have
sing
not.
well?
They were in. I grew up in I was born and raised in California.
Oh,
And
Sunset
remember
Strip
back-
Girl.
back in the day of Tower Records, my older sister loved Vince Neil, so she drugged me there because I didn't know who he was. I was only 10 at the time.
Wait, when you said, I'm sorry, when you said she drugged you there, like a roofie,
Drugged.
kind of put you in the trunk of the car kind of thing?
No,
And when you say she loved Vince Neil, you don't mean like intimately firsthand knowledge, do you?
no, nothing like that. She
Okay,
probably
not
would
love
have,
her,
though, if she had
Vincent.
to give him the chance, I'm sure. but we
That's
Listen,
nice.
Vince
I'm sure
is-
your
Vince
sister's
is
proud of the
still
way you're
out
speaking of her
there.
right now.
Yeah.
Vince is looking for it right now.
And from what
Yeah,
I
we went to-
from the
we
looks,
went
he's
to-
a big fan of pizza.
Well,
She has
it's
an
my
in.
side. It's my side hustle.
What's your real hustle?
It's Vince's side hustle too right
I'm
now.
actually, I'm actually a medical collector for a hospital.
Oh, so
Oh,
you're the
you
leg
like to work at
breaker.
collections?
So
No, we
you
don't.
knock on the door. You knock on the door.
No.
Hey,
she's
You
a
broke your
collector.
leg. I'm gonna break your other one. Where's your
No.
fucking medical
No,
bill?
she's a collector. She shows up and says, "Excuse me, can you fill this?"
Yeah. Oh no, we don't do that. No, we so it's just like we bill insurances and stuff. I just do this to pay my daughter's way through college.
What's your daughter? Where's your daughter going to school?
UMass,
Really? Which one? Amherst or Boston?
Amherst.
Oh, so she's out 150 miles west of Boston, almost into Albany,
I
New
have
York.
to give you a tipper though. They'll
Oh.
run me through the ringer.
I
Yeah, you
gotta
better
do that.
fucking
What
tipper.
what is that? Is that what bill is that?
It's a $10 bill
Good.
Okay, that is that the biggest tip you've gotten tonight?
tonight. Yes,
Good. Okay, we want to make sure.
yes,
Because
yes.
Dana's notorious for the ring and run, but in reverse. You bring the pizza and he slams the door on your hand so you drop it, and then he pushes you out. No tip, never a tip,
Never tip.
never tip.
Never tip.
So we
Yeah.
want to make sure that the delivery people are taken care of. If you
I
could see
appreciate that.
one band in concert today, who would it be?
Honest, well,
Well,
he's
don't lie to
gone
me. What the
now.
hell are you doing?
I would
What do you have
say-
to gain from lying to me?
well,
you trying to say
it's
you don't
between
trust it?
two. It's between Rush and the Eagles.
Oof,
The
that's a
Eagles
big
were just
difference.
here last month.
Rush or
Well-
the Eagles. Well, I'd like to
I
go to
think
both.
you,
but-
you know Neil Peart passed away. You're gonna have a very hard time seeing
yeah.
Rush.
Well,
Yeah, but
so
Glenn
did
Fry
Glenn
passed
Fry,
away, and they're still
so,
doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's your thoughts on the David Lee Roth
Retiring.
retirement announcement?
I love the
Retirement.
face
Hasn't he
coming in
been
from the
retired?
Dane's funny. He just kind of pops in like, "Hey, what are your thoughts on the David Lee Roth announcement?"
I think
announced
didn't
his
David Lee
retirement.
Roth retire like 30 years ago?
Well, his talent
The first
retired. but
time.
Dave decided
His
to
hair-
stay
his
on.
hair.
Just his
Wasn't he
talent
doing-
retired.
Wasn't
His
he
hair
doing show
retired.
tunes or something like that?
He does a lot of
He
stuff. He's
has,
an
yeah.
entertainer. He's an
That
entertainer.
is-
Yeah, yeah.
There is speculation
Yeah.
that show tunes are a big thing in his life. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Vince Neil's singing ability retired, David Lee Roth's singing ability retired, but the people live on their stage work. So
Oh, okay. Yeah. I would have liked to see Van Halen. I would have loved to have seen that, but
So would Mitch
Where were-
Malloy. He would love to have seen that.
have you ever seen Van Halen perform with Mitch Malloy as the frontman?
no.
No.
Do you know who Mitch
neither
Malloy
has,
is?
Neither has any other member of Van Halen.
Okay.
Do you know who Mitch Malloy is?
She doesn't know who Mitch
Nope.
Malloy is.
Exactly. No, that's the
I'm
point.
sure you guys have way more extensive knowledge than I do about.
No, here's the deal. If you are a fan of Van Halen, you should have known who Mitch Malloy is because
I
according to
don't.
Mitch Malloy, he was in Van Halen.
If
When-
Holy
you
shit,
have
Dane looks
any
like a vulture about to
question-
jump on you.
We can answer any questions. If you have a possible question for Gene Simmons right now, we
Oh.
can answer any question about Gene
Gene
Simmons.
Simmons.
How's his marriage going?
His marriage is going well. She says jump, and he says how high and when can I land?
Good. Good.
You would-
I
you would
really,
too if you
really
were married
liked
to
their
her.
show. I like the whole family aspect of it. I really enjoyed that show.
He was.
Yeah, we're big fans
Huge
of
fans
Kiss.
of Gene Simmons. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked
And
his
post-
kid.
post
his
Dan,
wife.
Paul Stanley really also appreciates you liking Kiss because Kiss is a brand, it's a franchise. We really appreciate your support because we do it all for the fans.
And a nominal fee.
I don't
All
know.
right.
How many out there want to
Hey, you know what, Devonna? Devonna has
Yeah.
to work. Thank you, Dane.
Yeah, I
for
gotta
tipping
go
her.
because I hope nobody's watching this because I got a pizza to deliver.
Devonna,
all right.
thank you
Nobody's
so
watching
much
this.
for being a guest. Thank
Yeah,
you
the
so
good
much.
news is
problem.
nobody's watching this, Devonna. It's good.
Oh, okay.
Please leave a
First time I've
thumbs
ever
up
been
for
on one of these, so
Devonna.
it's kinda neat. Nice
Hit that
meeting
like
you all.
button for Devonna. Thank you, dear.
And if you're in Mesa and you're in the area and you're looking to get a pizza, call the Pizza Hut in the Mesa area. Dane, you've got the number.
Yes.
Call
Yes.
call those people and ask for Devonna to deliver the
Elliot
pizza
in
for you.
Alma School.
Yeah,
All
and
right,
if you
there
get
you go.
Devonna as a delivery girl, make sure you take care of her and give her good tips.
Thank you.
Ju-
All
just
right,
the tip,
nice
just for a
meeting
second.
everybody.
Just the tip.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Devonna.
See, now that was the
But
most
Johnny, what do you
entertaining part
think?
of
What do you and
entire night.
Paulie think? Devonna, we're replacing Dane with Devonna, right?
Absolutely, yes. Way
Yeah,
more
okay.
personality. Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Devonna was
Here he
awesome.
comes. Here he
Devonna.
Dane, how much was that pizza?
I didn't pay for it.
Ah.
It cost me $10. You guys are gonna love the look of this one.
I like the Alice Cooper shirt.
Why are
I'll
we going
tell
to
you
love the
that.
look of this one? How do you know what it is if you didn't pay for it? You didn't order it.
Oh, is there a pizza here? Oh, it just happens to have all my favorite toppings that I didn't order.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Ready?
Johnny, drum roll, please.
It's a pizza unboxing.
Oh, that looks like
Wow, it
sausage
looks-
and pepperoni.
It looks like a pizza. Who would have guessed?
You notice, Paulie, how Dane properly ordered, hey, can you make sure every slice is separated? I really look foolish
This
when I
one's
have to rip
already
apart a bunch.
completely separated.
Look at this. The thing
Yeah.
is totally
You know,
It's
pre-sliced.
staged. It's completely staged.
Yeah.
Look at the
You
Pizza
know-
Hut logo. It's right there. It's completely staged. This is
This is the equivalent of a blank firing gun on a set. This is
This is
exactly
Paul
it.
has to happen for Paul. You have
This
to
is
be
the
able to
beauty
fold
this
it.
is the beauty shot pizza. It's pre-folded already, pre-sliced, never a rip.
look at the
Favorite
shakes.
soda
Look at the
says.
shakes. Holy shit, Dane. Look at the tip of that fucking pizza. Just
What do you got? Parkinson's
shit.
going on? What the fuck? Never a bite.
I love
That
the
thing's
whole
ready
thing
to
was
take a dive on the
completely
floor any
staged.
second now.
I know. Look at it. It's right on the edge of the counter. That thing could fall everywhere. 5-second rule.
I hope you mop that floor, Dane, because that pizza's going right down.
That is.
Look
gross.
at how staged that is, Paulie. Look at
Yep.
that.
That thing looks like fake pizza. It looks like. It looks
Is
like
that a hero shot beauty pizza? It's pre-folded foam.
Nah, I mean you can tell because some of those pepperonis are on both sides. But no, there was a thing that people were saying a few years ago about Chuck E. Cheese, how they would actually take leftover slices and put them together to make it look like a full pizza.
That's
no
gross.
way.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's true, Johnny?
Because the slices never they never lined up. Like
Johnny, is
it
that
was
why
all
you're not allowed within 500 feet of a Chuck E. Cheese?
They're all closed.
It
Are
all
they-
happened in the
Chuck E.
ball
Chuck E.
crawl.
Cheese all closed? Did Chuck E. Cheese close down?
The ball
I've never been to
crawl
one. I
was
wouldn't
so.
know. I don't know anything about a Chuck E. Cheese. I just know the name of it.
I just
I
remember
used to
they
go there for my
called it the
birthdays.
ball crawl, but it was. I took the name literally, the ball crawl. So I was grabbing little scrotums in there, and
You're right. Flip side music. As an Italian, that pizza should offend you.
yeah, absolutely.
That
I'm in New
that
York
pizza
right
is
now,
Italian,
baby.
like Taco Bell is Mexican.
I'm
like-
in New
like
York right
Payway
now.
is
There's no way
Chinese.
I would touch a Pizza Hut. No
Like
way.
Panda Express is Chinese.
Oh, Panda Express, man.
Yuck. Yuck.
Ugh.
Say it.
You've
Johnny.
never,
I've
Yeah.
yuck. I've
Californians
sworn
have
off.
never been to a real Chinese food place.
I've sworn off all fast food. I'm not eating any more fast food ever again. I can't.
Well, what about In-N-Out Burger?
Okay, In and Out, yes.
Yeah,
All
okay,
right,
yeah.
there you go.
But
For every rule, there's an
And
exception.
Chipotle, because Chipotle
I'm-
is not really fast.
I got
food.
really sick the last time I had Chipotle a few days ago.
So did I.
Really?
I'm
Yeah, I got
rethinking
sick.
that. Yeah.
I got sick on Chipotle like 15 years ago in Kansas City. I've never touched it since. True story. Because I mean, I
Wow.
don't know what I was thinking I was going to get good Mexican food, A, from Chipotle, and B, in Kansas City.
Can't
Chipotle's
try
the
50.
worst.
Can't try
Unless it's
55
owned by
says Mancuda, have you had East Village pizza? I've had so many pizzas throughout the city. I mean, you know, there's Joe's and DeFara in Brooklyn and
Ray's
you know,
famous,
John's
baby.
Brick Oven in the Village. I mean, you know, sometimes I just walk into the nearest thing I'm walking by and grab a slice, and it's delicious. Because the worst slice of pizza in New York is better than almost any slice on the West Coast. Johnny went to pull his pud. Where
I don't know what's going on here, Johnny. He's going to go have some fast food.
I was
you know,
about to say
Johnny's
he's running for a burger.
You know, it's interesting. Johnny has got a lot of cardio in during this show.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's gone back and forth like a dozen times. He's running around. He broke out the exercise stair stepper a little earlier. He has one exactly like the one behind you.
That's what Johnny's behind me. That'd be very funny, actually.
No, it would not.
That would be creepy.
Yeah, little on the creepy side. All right, it's
Wait
7:30.
a second, Paulie. I just noticed something. Johnny's gone, and Dane is gone, and there's a hole in the back of that store. I don't know. Something's going on here.
Jay Hannon, how dare you, sir? Pizza Hut. Now we're talking. Of course, you're in South Carolina. I don't even know if South Carolina allows pizza.
Eesh. Jesus, yeah.
Pizza's
I'd
cool.
sooner eat the box of Pizza Hut.
Yeah, Pizza Hut.
just
I mean, look,
gross.
hey, man, it's
Jay, Dane, chew a little louder. We're making a mukbang video.
yes, Wayno. Dane left the pizza box open too. Amateur.
Yeah, what are you waiting for it to congeal?
A yuck bang. No,
Yuck.
Pizza Hut's good actually. I love Pizza Hut, but I can't eat. I'm trying to. I gotta be healthy from here on out.
Why specifically now,
Why do you have
Johnny?
to be healthy?
What's the catalyst?
Why?
Because
Did you go to the doctor recently or something?
right thing to
Get
do.
a high level or something? Or
Johnny, it's always
Yeah.
been the right thing to do. Being healthy has always been the right thing to do.
yeah.
No, my doctor
funny.
told me actually years ago to stop eating like the white rice and the fries and stuff. And
Why is it going to be white rice, you racist?
I do eat brown rice now. When I go to Chipotle, it's always brown rice.
Brown
Always.
fried rice is what I get when I go to Chinese food. I have a it's interesting. We were talking about being healthy and Dane eating that shitty pizza. Dane played this past weekend at the Marquee Theater in Phoenix, and we were looking at some of the video of his band playing, and we found video of me playing with a band here in Phoenix. Like, God, this was 6-7 years ago, and I was a fat fuck. It was
how heavy were you at the time?
325 pounds,
Oh my!
And what do you
God.
just to put in proportion? How much do you weigh right now?
270 pounds.
Okay, so 60 pounds difference.
Yeah.
Wow.
It
Wow,
was-
that is a lot. Good for you, Paul.
Yeah, it was.
Bravo.
I mean,
Bravo.
I was full on Peter Griffin. Yeah. Yeah, it was E flat 916. I'm actually not fat. I'm actually a very large man, but I'm not
Paulie's
fat.
broad. Paulie's
Yeah.
broad, but he's not a big guy.
No,
Not a
but
fat guy.
I was, and that. I mean, I had the gut, like the big Milwaukee tumor going. I had the hog jowl thing happening. That was like I had Peter Griffin chin. It was awful.
Well,
It was bad.
you look
when you
at
look
the-
back
if
and you look
look
back at videos of yourself, like when you were unhealthy, and then you
Mhm.
see how healthy you are now, you're like, Jesus Christ. I was drinking this, but I was drinking the regular Pepsi
Mhm.
at 150 calories a can. All right. 42 grams of sugar per can. I would get up in the morning. All right. Get up in the morning, drink one the minute I get out of bed, drink one on the way to work, drink 2 or 3 during the show, drink one on the way home, have 2 with lunch, and then another one next to the bed while I was watching TV or whatever it was. Take a nap, get up, have another Pepsi, 2 with dinner, and then 1 or 2 while I was. I mean, we're talking about 9 or 10 of these a day. That's somewhere around 600 grams of sugar a
Wow.
day. And I didn't get
That's-
diabetes.
It's a lot.
I didn't get the diabetes.
Diabetes.
That was
Wilford. This is
unbelievable.
Wilford Brimley here for diabetes. You
It
don't
was
want to get the
unbelievable.
diabetes. I eat Quaker Oats because it's good and cheap, and it keeps you from getting the diabetes.
It was awful.
Wilford Brimley.
No, regular Pepsi is not better for you, Jay. As long as it has real sugar, it's better for you. But all of this stuff, high fructose corn
None of
syrup
it's-
and
none of
aspartame,
it's
those are
good.
all
None of it's
awful.
good for you. None
They're
of it's good
awful.
for you.
They're all awful for you. It's all bad. But then again, there's
Unless they're a
just-
sponsor of this show, then they're amazing.
Yeah, then it's delicious.
but all even
Like
even the
Colonel.
sugars.
So Pepsi, if you're listening, we love your product if you send Johnny a big fat check.
Even
Yes.
the sugars that you get from like apple juice or orange juice in abundance is bad for you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Orange juice has a tremendous amount, like
So does
60
apple
grams
juice,
of sugar
yeah.
or something crazy.
Apple juice
You
has
know?
tons of it.
My
Tons of
mother used to say that to me. She's like, "Why are you drinking orange juice?" I'd say, "Because I'm thirsty." Do you know how much sugar is in there? I'd say,
No.
"Well, Ma, I'm thirsty. I want orange juice. It's good for me. It's vitamin C." Well, why don't
Yeah.
you just eat an orange? Well, because I'm thirsty. I want to drink something. You should probably just eat an orange. But I'm thirsty. I don't want to chew. I want to drink. Eat the orange. Yeah. No, if you watch
when I saw
videos,
when I saw that video, it was gross.
if you watch videos of this show during the pandemic, I reached a point where I was, no shit, 40 pounds. Well, not 40. Yeah, just about 40 pounds heavier than I
Yeah.
was during the pandemic. I was a fatter fuck than I am now. And right now I'm at 130 or 130 and change. I have to get down to 125 because I'm filming soon. And my filming weight, my ideal filming weight is 125. That's how I look good on camera.
There's
know, if
no
you-
way on any god on any earth that you are 125 pounds.
I will be. I'm 130 right now.
There's
So I
no
just
way
have
you're
to lose
130
5 more
pounds.
pounds. Oh, I'm
There's
sorry.
no way you're 130 pounds.
Man,
What?
did I fuck that up? I
No.
fucked
Yeah.
that up. I'm sorry. 225
Right.
and 230.
Yeah. Yeah.
My bad. My
Yeah.
bad.
There's no way
No,
in
I'm
hell.
sorry.
I'm
are you-
155.
My big brass balls are 130 pounds.
I was
Hear them
145
clanking as I walk in the room.
I was 145 pounds in the 4th grade. There's no
Yeah,
fucking
sorry
way you're
about that.
130 pounds.
Sorry, my bad. My bad. I am 230 pounds. My bad.
No way.
Jay's like, holy shit, what are you, cut in half?
No. There's no way.
I'll never be Dave says 130 is hot chick weight.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
That's
when
me.
I dress in drag, you'll see it's I look great. Yeah, no, so I have 5 more pounds to lose before I film, but
See, I'll never be 225 pounds. I'm not built for that.
well, you're what, 6? You're about my height, right?
I'm 6'1".
All right,
I
a
wear a
little shorter, but you're broad. You're like a linebacker. You're built
I wear
different.
a 14 shoe. I have a 21-inch neck and I wear a 56 suit jacket, but only a 38 waist pant.
And a girthy coffee can cock.
I'm built like Bruno Sammartino. I'm very sort of barrel chested and very thick in the back. And my
Big
legs are
salami cock.
yeah, I'm just a big human being.
Yeah.
I'm not built to be like lean. I'm not going to be a lean. That's just not who I'm never going to be Dane. Like Dane
Right.
Dane is thin and very frail and sickly looking.
Thank
How
you
much-
for that.
how much
Thank
do you
so
weigh?
much.
Dana's that orphan kid that's asking for more gruel, you know.
I weigh
Please, I
about.
want more.
I usually weigh at about 205.
Right. And you're
Really?
you're
How
you're
tall
an
are you,
inch or
Jane?
two- 6'3", right?
I'm 6'2".
Yeah,
6'2",
you're a little
okay.
taller than me. Shut up. Someone wants my attention because she knows it's time for me to go and you to do a show and tell guitar.
Well, we got 10 minutes. We got 10
I'm
minutes.
5'6" or 5'7", and I'm 154.
Right. Yeah, that's why there was no way Mancuda was 130 pounds.
Yeah, no, that was the total just a mistake on me saying it. That was
Yeah, Leo, I'm almost endomesomorph. I'm not quite a fat guy. But I definitely am a square guy. You know what I mean?
You're
I'm
like SpongeBob. You're built like SpongeBob.
I'm built like Ernest Borgnine. Who got fat when he got
Who
older.
lives in a pineapple under the sea? Neanderthal square pants, yellow and porous is he. Yellow, absorbent, and porous is he.
See, I'm built like him. He was a big dude. He wasn't a fat guy. He was a big guy.
He was broad.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, let's see. Mike Jones
Yeah.
says,
See, I have Jay by 1 inch in height and 100 pounds in weight.
and he has you
and
by
yet-
3 inches in cock, according to you.
Well,
Look at
that's
12
why. That's why-
versus 15. You guys should have a sword fight or
That's
like
why-
a lance off or something.
That's why
joust.
That's why Jay has a lovely wife and several kids, and I'm
Yeah.
sitting here with you guys.
That's why Jay can fuck that lovely wife around a corner with that massive hog.
Why would you go there? Hi, Ellie.
Oh my god.
Hi, Ellie.
Jay sits here with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jay sits here with you by conscious choice.
Jay and Paulie get on horses with their cocks out and have a joust.
Oh my goodness.
But that's why it was funny. I was at
Mighty
Dane's
tools.
I was at Dane's store the other day looking at a semi-hollow body, like an ES335 clone, because I don't own a semi-hollow body.
The Peavey. I'll show you guys that.
Yeah, it's a nice guitar, but it I don't own one, but it actually looks like the right size for me because it's got such a big body. Like we've already talked about how like the Peavey Wolfgangs and the EVH Wolfgangs look like toys in my hands because I'm wide. But that guitar fits me.
There you go.
That guitar would be a fun guitar. I don't own a semi-hollow body, and it's a cheap Chinese Peavey. But it's got a
Peavey.
Yes, and it's got a Seymour Duncan P90 in it.
Oh, those are Fat Cats.
Those aren't P90s.
Yeah, those are Fat Cats.
Are you sure? Because that was they were put in it after the fact.
Those are Duncan. Those are Duncan. No, the bridge one is not the neck. The neck is a humbucker. The bridge is a Seymour Duncan Fat Cat P90.
Yeah,
that's what that center line of
because
screws.
I love them.
But
how much
is that Dane? How much is that guitar, Dane?
Well, I think I'm going to have to discount it because now it's got pizza freaking crap all over it.
Gross.
Okay, so pizza grease.
$325.
But tonight it's.
You're going to discount the 300?
Tonight it's waiting for Paul to come back tomorrow.
Yes, we saw you wiping that pizza grease on your jeans.
325.
That's super hot.
Where's that made? It's a Peavey, so
Chinese.
is it US?
Pizza Hut.
Chinese.
Oh.
It's a Chinese Peavey. But it sounds great. It's a cool guitar.
Sounds great
plays
from
well.
here. Sounds nice from here.
Yeah, no, it's a nice 335 clone. Nice cheap 335 clone. I would love to get a 335. I just don't want to spend that kind of money for a guitar that I won't play that much.
Whoa! Froggy went a court and heated ride. Crumble. Froggy went a court and heated ride. Crumble. Froggy went a court and heated ride. There's that hard part, nephew.
He's bringing it around back so he can clean it off, get all the fucking schmaltz off of it.
Yeah, he just set it up with pepperoni schmutz.
All the Dane NA.
Dane. That looks like a nice guitar.
That does look like a nice guitar.
It is a nice guitar.
I thought about
it. Plays really well.
I thought about it for about a split second. I'm like,
It's a Peavey Flex, J Flex.
Oh, J Flex.
It's called the J Flex, I don't know, J Flex FX or J Flex X or whatever it is. And it plays really well. The neck is really put together well. I mean, it's Chinese, but for $325, it's a good guitar.
Well, if anyone wants it, Johnny, how do they contact Dane Zimmerman at Zimm's Guitars to snap that little guitar up? Is there a link in the chat, perhaps?
There we go. There's a phone number.
There we go. Right below, scrolling across your screen right now, is the phone number. Is the phone number to Zimm's Guitars?
Call now, actually.
Yeah, call now if you want that. Call now.
If you're still in the trunk, give Dane a call.
Call that phone number right now.
He wiped all the grease off it and knocked it out of tune.
Wait a minute. You're a metal player. You're not supposed to know those jazz chords.
Yeah. It's a good
cowboy chord.
The jazz chord?
There's cowboy chords.
Flag.
Yep, flagged.
Yeah, there's the flag.
Flag.
There's the flag.
There we go. We got calls.
Zimm's Guitars.
Yeah, I'm looking for a guitar, a hollow body.
Your mic's still on.
I see that one you have on that wonderful show, Talking Guitars and 80's Metal.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Do you have a maternal discount?
You're supposed to mute your mic before you call.
Nice try.
It's a very nice guitar.
It really is, isn't it?
It sure is. I hope nobody snaps it up before I do.
I wish it was a PC Rig.
Do you have a payment plan on it?
I do.
Ah.
Based on your age and weight.
Well, age, of course, I'm very young, and of course, I'm svelte and hot and single right now, actually.
Oh, hold on. My other line's ringing. Please hold.
Oh.
Zimm's Guitars.
Hi, I'm watching Johnny Beane.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay.
I want guitar.
I give discounts based on weight and sex.
Why does it sound like every troll under a bridge is calling Zimm's Guitars to buy that guitar?
He's hanging up on his customers.
Never sale.
No sale.
No sale for you.
Yeah, leave
All
a
right, I
thumbs
gotta
up
go.
on
The
the
dogs are
video
going nuts.
for leave a thumbs
night.
up on the video for the great Neanderthal, everybody. Thank you, Paul. Have a good night.
Uh-oh.
Another call. This might be the big sale, Dane.
Zimm's Guitars, how may I help you?
How about the telly over your left shoulder?
Hold on, I'll have to transfer you back to the guitars department.
This is like that scene in Scream where you know you're being watched. Do you like scary movies, Dane?
Be careful, Dane. That's neither of us.
Yeah, Dane, that's a real
Zimm's
person.
Guitars, may
Lock
I
that
help
door,
you?
man.
Hello. How much do you guys ship for?
Shipping is based on sexuality and weight of that there person.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Dane, you just blew a sale there, man.
I
That
really
wasn't
did.
us. These are real people calling for information on your store, and you're like blowing them out of the water. It's like, excuse me, do you have a beginner guitar for my son? Oh, yeah, sure. As long as your son wants to play my ball sack. Excuse me? Dane's blowing real sales, real time, live on the air right now. Jesus Christ. Oh, all right.
Shit.
Oh, here we go. This may be the big sale, Dane. Will Dane sell this guitar tonight? Will Dane have a sale?
Zimm's Guitars, how may I help you?
Seriously, how much for that telly over your left shoulder?
Telly over my left shoulder. Hold on.
The other left.
Bring it to the phone, Dane. First learn left from right, then bring it to the phone. Let him get a good look at it.
There's
I
a telly
don't
on
see
the
any
ground. On the ground.
A
On the
telly
ground.
over here?
No, there's a sunburst telly on the ground in front of you.
Your other
Right.
left.
This little thing? This one?
No, he's gone the wrong way.
Oh my
No,
God.
the sunburst.
No, it's on the stand.
There's a sunburst on your right.
Sunburst
sunburst
telly on
thing.
a stand.
The F hole.
Oh, this ain't a telly.
Oh my God, to your left, dude. Yes, the wrong one.
That's not a
To
telly?
your right if you're facing the back here.
Oh my
that's it.
God. Oh my God. To your left, dude.
That's
Oh
it.
my
That's
God.
what he's talking
Jesus.
about.
This one. Right
The
here.
thin line. It's a thin line.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. That one's not for sale. No, hold on. Dude, this is a Donner. This is the cheapest guitar on Amazon. It's $100.
On YouTube, it looked like a Fender for $2,500, so I don't want it.
Okay, thank you much.
How much for the blue one?
The blue one is this one. Hold on.
That's balls blue.
This one is very unique because this
There's
is
pizza
a
grease
boogie
on it.
body from 1980. This is a parts caster.
Seriously?
Yeah, but this is a 1980 boogie body in solid ash. This thing weighs like 8 pounds, and it has some sort of a custom, most likely a Squire neck on it, but it's a real deal boogie body. Do you remember that company that made those?
Oh, yes, I do.
And this
Yeah.
is in like a Lake Placid blue. And
Yeah,
I have
Boogie
this
Buddies
price
is
at
good stuff.
$400.
Okay, I'll take it under advisement and I'll get back to you.
Okay, thanks so much.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Boogie Bodies makes great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Flipside Music says, I'm not going to go ahead and use Dane's particular phone sale technique.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
This may be the big sale, Dane.
Make it end.
may be
Make
the
it
one.
stop.
Yeah, it's
He runs a
business,
store.
Dane. You got it. It's business.
Zimm's Guitars.
Hey, this is the drunk guy in the trunk. Is Caleb ever gonna let me out?
If you guys
Nerd
know
Hey, locked in the trunk?
Saturday
I'm here
night,
for 3 days.
Okay, his poor man's locked up in a trunk. For
Kick out the
Saturday.
taillight, brother. Kick out the taillight.
on Saturday Night Live, Caleb was with us driving to Vegas, and people kept calling. Someone kept calling saying they were in his
Okay,
trunk.
here's what I'm gonna do.
That's what that is.
Nice.
Power
Nice.
off. Power off.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
no more sales.
Oh.
Ah,
Didn't sell anything
Ne-
tonight.
never,
What a shame.
never sell. Well, listen, that Boogie Bodies is a very cool guitar.
That one is, yeah.
That is a solid ash. That's pretty cool.
Heavy.
All right. Well, it is time for this week's show and tell guitar in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So let's talk about our sponsors. Of course, what the hell? Right in the middle. Right
That's
in
my
the
turn.
middle.
Oh, they hung up. They hung up.
Oh, that's all right. Okay. Let's talk about our sponsors, our amazing, wonderful sponsors like Swiss Picks in Breast Cancer Awareness Pink right there. Swiss Picks, the greatest gripping guitar pick out there. Swiss Picks with raised holes for a good grip. Get your grip on with Swiss Picks. You won't regret using these. If you've ever tried these are badass. I swear by these things. I love Swiss Picks. Durable, great to use, good grip. Swiss Picks for the best grip you can get. And of course, customize your guitar from fu-tone.com. fu-tone.com for all your customizing needs. You want noiseless springs, you want a titanium bridge, you want special tuners. They've got it. They've even got fully assembled guitars ready to go. Check out what fu-tone can do to your guitar. And of course, Johnny, when you want a professional kill switch, where do you, Johnny, as a pro player, go? Where do you go?
I go to Tessie Switch.
Tessie Switch, because they make the most professional, durable guitar kill switches out there. Tessie Switch, you can beat them to death. They just bounce right back. Tessie Switch, an amazing quality, high-end guitar kill switch. Go to Tessie Switch. Check out what they have to offer. And of course, when you want amazing pickups, if you want to change the tone of your guitar, you should probably call my buddy Craig Vinum over at Vinum Custom Pickups. Vinum Custom Pickups, boutique guitar pickups. What the fuck happened to my screen? God damn it. Hold on a second, Mancuda. Enough of these. Jesus Christ. Okay. Vinum Custom Pickups, maker of the Mancuda Custom. Look at that pink beauty. Craig Vinum will hook you up with the tone you want. You call Vinum Pickups. They are the greatest boutique guitar pickup dealers out there. Okay. You want a tone, you want something like a Duncan JB that's a little deeper bass. You want a DiMarzio Super Distortion that's less muddy. You want something custom. Vinum Custom Pickups will breathe new life into your guitars. You have an old Les Paul that really needs to sound like it used to in the 50s. Vinum Custom Pickups, holy shit, they have tone for days. You name it, Craig Vinum has it. They have all sorts of colors and bobbins. Just call Vinum Custom Pickups. They're in Canada, and they make great stuff. You could go online to Vinum Pickups and tell them that Mancuda from Talking Guitars and 80s Metal sent you, and just say, hey, Craig, hook me up with the tone I'm looking for. And they have never disappointed a single person that I sent them to. Vinum Custom Pickups, great pickups. And of course, delicious Colonel's Gourmet Popping Corn. Johnny, look at this real quick. Look at this. Focus on me for a second. You see that? Down to nothing. Down to the crumbs. Delicious Colonel's Gourmet Popping Corn. Delicious Colonel's Gourmet Popping Corn and more, because they have nuts, they have sugar-free chocolates, they have regular chocolates, they have candy, you name it. Go to Colonel's Gourmet Popping Corn and more and tell them Johnny Beane or Jay Hannon sent you, the great Jay Hannon from the band Gizmachi I'm talking about. Go to Colonel's Gourmet Popping Corn and more, that's him, and tell them that we sent you. You will get more product, more Colonels, more deliciousness, more yummy popcorn, candy, nuts, all of it. Is that the sound of it? That's the sound. I hear popcorn popping. That's it.
That's
right
the
now.
Colonel's being popped.
That's
right
the
now.
pop. That fresh made, delicious Colonel's Gourmet Popping Corn. You betcha. And look, Music Therapy Laz is talking about his Vine and pickups. He loves them. I love mine too. I got them in a couple of guitars, and I even have a set waiting for a guitar that I'm always showing off. So anyway, yeah, you do got to order more Colonel's Gourmet Popping Corn, Wayno, because you know what? TV season, you don't want to binge Netflix. You don't want to watch Squid Game without a big bucket of Colonel's Gourmet Popping Corn next to you. Colonel's Gourmet Popping Corn and more. So let's talk about today's show and tell guitar. It is pink, it is pointy, and I said it is a member of the animal kingdom that hates men. So before I reveal our beautiful pink beauty show and tell guitar, it is pink because A, I love pink, but B, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This is, and look at my monster t-shirt. Yeah, baby. Cereal monsters. Look at that. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The pink ribbon. There it is, boys and girls. Breast cancer affects everybody. Men, women, all you. Peter Criss, as a man, survived breast cancer. If you're a man and you feel a lump in your pec somewhere, have it checked out, because men get breast cancer too. Women, if you know your mother, your sister, your girlfriend, your friend with benefits, your grandma, your aunt, your cousin, just your friend, any female, have them get a mammogram. This is October. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. October, it is time to schedule your mammogram, because the way to survive breast cancer is early detection. This is the month. Spread the pink, spread the knowledge, let everyone know. Breast Cancer Awareness, get your mammogram scheduled. No joke. Let's take a look at this beautiful guitar. Hold on one second. Let's bring it on over. Hold on. Because I got, oh my God, I'm breaking everything here. Okay. Johnny, if you please. Oh, look at that thing. Let me get this microphone out of the fucking way.
Wow. Look at that.
Dig that. There you go, Johnny. Right there.
Got it.
Okay. This is a Peavey mantis, because as you know, praying mantis, they fuck their mates and then they rip their fucking heads off. It's like a woman in a divorce. They get their sex and then they rip the guy's head off. Holy shit. The animal kingdom is fucked. The insect kingdom, actually, whatever you want to call it. But this neon pink beauty is a Peavey mantis. This is made in the USA. This is another really, really cool, obscure, pointy shape. This thing plays awesome. Look at that. This is a bolt-on. There you go. Colored back of the neck. Ebony board. Look how dark that ebony is. Dark, glossy ebony. Matching headstock. Look at that thing. How cool is that? I'm sorry, this isn't even a mantis. What the fuck am I talking about? This is a vortex. Did I fuck that up or what? This is a Peavey Vortex. I totally fucked up. This is not a mantis. This is a vortex.
The show over.
Yeah, let's do it again. Johnny, start the music. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Johnny. Look at that thing. Okay, and the clue I gave today The clue I gave today of your toilet swirl sucking something down, it's a vortex. This is a Peavey Vortex right here. Beautiful with matching pink headstock and an ebony board. Look how black that ebony is. You don't get ebony like that. And it's a thick slab. Look at that. That's a pretty big, thick piece of ebony, right, Johnny?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. A very cool neon bubblegum pink shape. Got a Kaler right over there. And you got a volume tone, little selector switch right there. I don't know what type of pickups these come with. I guess these are Peavey house-made pickups, but I don't know what type they are. At least I'm assuming that is, because this is how I got the guitar. I got it used years back. But look at that. That is so cool. And, the painted neck on the back. Pink as can be for breast cancer awareness. There you go. Vortex. Not a mantis. Not a Peavey mantis. Hashtag not a Peavey mantis, you idiot, Mancuda. Peavey Vortex. And another one of these cool shapes. It's funny. Back in the 80s, all the guitar manufacturers like, okay, so you got a bitch, a warlock, you got a mockingbird, you got an ironbird, you got the Rhodes guitar, you got the warrior. Everyone's trying to think, what other shapes can we come up with? Peavey did it. Another cool, pointy 80s shape. Look at that headstock. That's a pretty cool design headstock, right? Kind of reminds me a little bit of the ESP headstocks when they're trying to do a Strat headstock, but they modified the ball on the end. That's the same type of take on that. And again, these are made in the USA. These are very, very cool guitars. Peavey, very underrated. Obviously known for the Van Halen guitars and the Peavey Vandenberg. This is a really great handmade in America quality guitar. I love these things. Not bad at all on the weight. This is probably, I want to say, if 7 pounds at all, I would say probably great. Just really, really, really dynamite.
Mm-hmm. And those are original pickups too. I just looked another one up, and the brochure it has those pickups.
Does it say what they are or what they're called? They're
No.
Peavey made, right?
Yeah, it doesn't say what they are. It just says they're adjustable.
They sound really nice, or you could take them out and put some Vinum custom pickups in. Just saying. Very, very cool. And yeah, this is a Peavey Mangina, as Kentry55 said in the chat. Peavey Mangina. Wayne Kamau brings up a good point. This is very similar in the body to the Hamer Scarab. If you look at it, it's a very similar shape to the Hamer Scarab. A little bit different, but not far off. That's a really good catch on that. But again, how many shapes can you come up with, during the 80s when you're trying to come up with wild, crazy, attention-getting shapes? Let's see. Renus brings up, yeah, there is definitely some wear on this boy. This is easily a Warrior from the 80s. You see there's paint chipped off on the end. Yeah, there's no wood missing, but again, points on the pointy guitars like the Rhodes guitars or something like this, or a BC Rich Ironbird, they you bump into the bass player, you scratch it on the ground, paint comes off, but you know what? This is mojo. This is mojo. This is battle worn from Nights Blazing on the Sunset Strip, kicking ass with this thing. Great sounding guitars. You notice you have the strap button right in the middle rather than over here or here. It's just the way they balance, where they position those strap buttons. And let's see, the knobs are kind of an interesting looking, kind of like almost, they look rubber, but they're heavy plastic. But they have kind of a rubbery look, And let's see, the jack located over here on the bottom, black jack, very cool. Look at that paint chipping over there. Yeah, these are hard to survive without the paint chipping, realistically. But you know what? They're durable. They're well freaking made in the USA guitars. Really, really kick ass. If you like early Peaveys, like the Vandenberg, this is that level of quality. This is really, really a good feeling guitar. Let's see. Everyone likes the Mangina comment from Can't Drive 55. Yeah, no, listen, man. If it's not glam and it's not flashy, it's not coming on the show. Really great. And again, this is in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So get your mammograms and enjoy this 1980s Peavey Vortex. Beautiful guitar. Really nice. I just love the feel of it too. And it's a flat D shape. Really nice. Let's see. You have the typical Kaler nut at the top. This one's missing the lockdown screws. I have it in the case, I'm sure. Pretty basic tuners. I just love the shape of it, and again, eye-catching. I mean, if you see this on stage, versus like your typical Fender Strat, holy shit, you're going to get some attention as a band. For real. Yes, and Flipside Music says, does it come with a case and spandex? You bet it does. Purple leopard skin spandex with a cod piece the size of my microphone here. Look at that hog. There you go. Blue Origin. This took William Shatner into space, this big penis ship. There you go. Really, really cool. Love that. What do you think, Johnny?
Yeah, that's really cool, man. That's
cool 80s piece. And again,
very
I can't even get how bright neon this thing is. To be fair, on screen, it looks pretty neon pink, but I mean, Jesus Christ, it really, really is major pink. And if you dig this pink, leave a thumbs up, smash that like button, and above all, get a mammogram. Spread the word. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October, Pinktober. Mancuda sent you. Tell the doctor, I want my titties squeezed, and I want to make sure there's no cancer. Mancuda sent me. And the doctor will go, Mancuda, yes, our favorite psychiatric patient, absolutely. We know that name very well. But yeah, there you go. Peavey Vortex, today's blazingly cool show and tell guitar of the week. Thank you, everybody. There we go. Okay, let's talk about the great Johnny Beane Halloween costume contest this Saturday on Saturday Night Live. This is our second annual Great Johnny Beane Halloween costume contest. Last year was a big hit. We got a lot of entries, gave out a lot of valuable prizes. Look, if you are interested in entering, and why wouldn't you, Johnny? Why wouldn't you be interested in entering? Because we have so many valuable prizes. Enter, send us to Johnny's phone or Facebook or Instagram. Get your photos and videos in of you in a costume. It could be anything. Get creative. Get crazy. Go wild. It could be a sexy tube of toothpaste. It could be David Crosby with a knife in his back. It could be anything you want. Just make it interesting and go for one of those valuable prizes. We have stuff from our sponsors. And if you're one of our sponsors that has not chimed in with something, we are still accepting, and our audience members, we're still accepting extra prizes to give out on our contest. So contact me or Johnny about the prizes. But if you are placing an entry, a photo or video of you in a badass costume, send it to Johnny Beane. Send it to the phone number on your screen right now. You have until Saturday at 10 p.m. We go live at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All of us will be in costume. It will be a badass, fun, and funny show. Check it out. Do not miss this Saturday Night Live. Get those costume contest entries in now.
Yeah. And as I just saw
David
your comment.
Crosby and drag, great idea. I'm in.
Mike Neese. Yeah. Yeah, you can join my Discord server and you can send them to me that way as well. You can post them in there. Text them to me at that number at the bottom of your screen. Basically, you guys know how to get a hold of me. Instagram, Twitter. Just send them.
Sponsored by Bomb Energy Drink. Bomb! The favorite energy drink of the Middle East. Bomb Energy Drink. Bomb. Leave Big Bang. Big Bang.
And tune in and see who we are dressed as this year. You never know. We're all working on some pretty creative and fun stuff. It's going to be a great Saturday Night Live, John Biel's Saturday Night Live. And we're all going to be there. We're all going to have a lot of fun. So get your entries in. Do it, do it, do it. Right, Johnny?
That's right.
Bong Energy Drink. The drink you want the can in your ass. Bong Energy Drink.
There you go. I hope we have as good a turnout this year as last year. We had sexy costumes, we had funny costumes, we had some great videos. Video submissions win my heart, boys and girls. Send us a fun video and we'll show it on the air.
Mhm.
We'll show your videos on the air. We'll show your photos on the air. We have plenty of great prizes to hand out. Valuable prizes.
And actually, yeah, that's another great idea. If you want to make a video, if you have a YouTube channel, post a video of you in your costume and tag us in it. Tag hashtag Johnny Beane TV. Actually, you can mention me. You can just mention at Johnny Beane in any YouTube video, and I'll get mentioned basically, and I'll get the alert for it.
Yeah, crazy costumes, funny costumes, sexy costumes. All of those have a big edge in winning valuable prizes. And again, we are looking for more valuable prizes. If you want to contribute a valuable prize, please contact Johnny off the air, and we would love to add your name to the sponsor list of this costume contest. Last year was awesome. Can't wait to see what we all come up with this year.
Yes.
Let's see.
And I'll be right back.
All right. Johnny's going to go tuck in the chickens, as he calls it. Let's see. Any questions in the chat? Open forum for 3 minutes. Let's talk about whatever you want to talk about. Let's talk about bands. Let's talk about guitars. Let's talk about anything on your mind. Whatever you want to talk about. Sex. Personal question, love question. Mancuda, give me advice on my relationship. I would love to give you relationship advice. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, I am so good at this. Let's see. Music Therapy Laz will be contributing to our prize sponsor list. Thank you, Laz. Please talk to Johnny off the air. Awesome. But Music Therapy Laz, bravo. Also on the sponsor list so far, aside from Music Therapy Laz, Zimm's Guitars on the sponsor list, FU-Tone on the sponsor list. Let's see, Colonel's Gourmet Popcorn on the sponsor list, Tessie Switch on the prize sponsor list, and looking for more, adding them on every day. If you want to contribute to the prizes, we greatly appreciate it. You may even win your own prize. That's a great way to sneak a guitar into the wife. Yeah, I'm giving a Les Paul guitar to the Johnny Beane prize hopper, and I hope I win it. Oh, honey, I didn't buy a new guitar. I won it on the Johnny Beane show. That's right.
It's a good idea.
Sure. Let's see. Let's go to the chat. Renus wants to know, how big is my salami? I actually have a small cocktail wiener. Thank you for the question. Tuck or tug the chickens. Johnny was choking a few of the chickens. Cecil Music wants to know, John, does that Kaler have the one-piece cam? Look between the fine tuners for screws. I just put it away. Let's see. Between the fine tuners for screws. Let's have a look.
And make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're brand new here. Smash that thumbs up.
Okay, let's put it up to the camera. Let's see what we got. There is a close-up of the
What are we looking
Kaler.
for?
Is it a one-piece cam? Look for, what does it say? Look between the fine tuners for screws. Do you see any screws, John?
No.
Let's see. Let me have a look.
Careful.
I see a screw. Yes, there is a screw. Colonel Screw. Space.
If it has screws between the fine tuners, it's a two.
It does have the screws between the fine tuners. I'm counting 1, 2, 3 screws between the fine tuners on the Kaler. There you go. Thank you, Cecil Music. Let's see. Let's see.
Okay.
Next
Flip
question.
side music.
Mike Neese wants to know how my love life is. That's an interesting question. Well, let's see. Yeah. I have not been dating since my breakup before the pandemic. I'm still pretty heartbroken over that. But, you know, someday I will get back. And then I'm so concentrating on work right now. I have upcoming movies right now. So that's really been my priority. You know, you never know what happens. Love strikes you at the craziest time. But thank you for asking. Let's see. Leo Safko wants to know, did I hear about Wasp? Yes. Wasp is coming up with a 40th anniversary tour in 2022. I believe summer of 2022. I got to look again, but I did. Someone brought that up to me today. So I'm pretty excited about that. I will go see that tour because I love old Wasp. I'm a big Wasp fan. Great stuff, and very excited about that. So yeah, I did, and they put on a good show. I mean, they've always put on a good show. I'm not sure exactly who the full lineup will be, but I'm pretty excited about it. And I'm sure there'll be some surprises, like all, you know, anniversary reunions put together, you know, who will show up and who will, you know, guest appear. Renus wants to know, do I shave my ass? I don't shave my ass, but I do shave my junk. So yeah, cock and balls, total Brazilian shave. Thank you for asking. Michael B says, have Mama Mancuda come on. Ow. No, because Mom will take like 5 hours to get ready, and then she'll just bring negativity to the show. Because, you know, you'll say, oh, Wasp is touring. Oh, no, those tickets are going to be terribly expensive. And Blackie is so fat. And what about Chris Holmes? Who knows if he's going to fly in from France? And I don't know. I don't see the same guitars being played. Will they light their crotch on fire like they used to? Will they have those saw blade cod pieces? Those sound dangerous. I'm very worried about that. What if you're walking down the stage and he walks by you and cuts off your fingers with that? It's terrible. I won't go. Yeah, no, but I am thrilled to be here in New York for Mama Mancuda's birthday. And again, thank you so much, all the fans that sent my mom greetings, messages, gifts. Again, Charles Green, Lindy Lou, and Mary, and all the anonymous people that requested to stay anonymous in sending stuff, even though I personally know who you are. Thank you so much for all the generous gifts sent to my mom. She got gift cards and food and really sweet stuff. And thank you so much, because she's going through a lot of health issues and personal issues. So thank you. My love to you. Let's see. Eat 'em and Smile or 5150, Rico B says. This is the classic battle. And Johnny, you know this so much. Eat 'em and Smile, David Lee Roth's 1986 release. Right after he left Van Halen with Steve Vai, Greg Bissonette, and Billy Sheehan, which was an amazing album. Or 5150, Sammy Hagar joining Van Halen. Both. I mean, it's like picking your favorite child. Both of them were playing amazing. I mean, Yankee Rose is probably one of my all-time favorite videos ever. I'm going to say that. One of my absolute favorites, along with Motley Crue's Home Sweet Home, of course, and a few others. But I loved Yankee Rose so much. It's still a favorite song of mine. 5150. Best of Both Worlds, one of my personal favorite Sammy Hagar songs with the band.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like picking your kids. There's no wrong answer. So I can't pick one. I'm just gonna say both. Abso-fucking-lutely both. Let's see. What's my next guitar purchase? Jesus Rapes Me wants to know. I always have something in the works. I do. I have a couple of things in the works. I'm restoring one famous celebrity guitar. I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm working on getting that restored. It's going to be a major project because this thing went through the ringer. But when I finish it or have it finished for me, because I'm not doing the woodwork, I will, of course, bring it on the air and share it with our beloved audience. So, and you'll be like, oh shit, you own that. So yeah, that's great. And I'm always looking for certain things, and things come up to me. People always offer me great stuff, and I appreciate that. And fans point me towards certain things they know I'm looking for. So I appreciate that. So stay tuned. Let's see. Music Therapy Laz. We'll be talking to Johnny tomorrow. What's going on there, Johnny?
I have no idea.
All right. Well, Laz will be calling you. He'll probably 3 a.m. Huh? Hello? Hey, it's Music Therapy Laz. What do you want? What time is it? Yeah.
No, we're on the same. We're at the same. We're the same time zone, so it won't be like that.
Yeah. Kurt 5150. Yeah, but he's Insomniac. Kurt 5150 wants to know, John, how do you like the Cobra Kai Platoon cartoon of you? Cobra Kai Platoon does no wrong. He is the most valuable member of this channel in my eyes. That graphic for this Halloween, look at that. Look at that. It's brilliant. It's hilarious. Look at me fucking naked with my junk tucked in. It's not just small, it's tucked in. Trust me. There's not a problem there. Just my junk tucked in.
I don't think it's tucked.
I hope. I pray to God it's tucked, man, because otherwise it's actual size. It's very hard to see at a distance. I'm hung like a toothpick. But no, look, it's brilliant. Cobra Kai is the best fucking guy on the planet doing our graphics like that. Just genius, comedic genius, ability beyond my level. And I thank him so much. So I love it. Like all of us, we all love it. Let's see. Renus plays the Johnny Beane theme when he's sleeping with Mrs. Pinkle. Well, there you go. Yeah. Music Therapy Laz wants to know, how will the winners be chosen this year from the costume contest? Because let's see how they will be chosen. Creativity, how they make us laugh, how they, how we think it's original or fun. A lot of work put into a costume, or just a great idea. We're all going to be judging. All the cast members are going to be there on Saturday. We're all going to be in costume. We're all going to be judging. So that's how we're going to judge it this year. Come up, give us your best shot, and walk away with some cool ass prizes.
Yeah, basically whatever photos we get. So.
Yeah. Basically, if we get 2 photos, you guys win.
Like, this one's not blurry. This one, okay. This one's in focus. This is the one. No. Basically, and again, get text that number. You guys know you can text photos to that phone number right there below. You can message me on. You can message me on Instagram. You can message me anywhere. I mean, it'd be better to have like one place where people can send. I would say that phone number. Text that phone number below and make sure to put your name in there with the photo.
Yeah, photos and videos. We appreciate videos too of you guys in costume. And Johnny, Flipside Music. Are you familiar with the man?
I met him at the NAMM show. Yeah.
Okay, well, Flipside Music wants you to contact him because he also would like to join in contributing to the prize bucket.
I'm talking to him right now.
Thank you, Flipside Music. Very generous. And thank you, Music Therapy Laz, and our other sponsors chipping in. The prizes are growing, guys. Work on those costumes. Get them in by Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get them in now. If you have them ready now, be creative. Have fun with it. We are going to have so much fun on Saturday. It's going to be insane. It's going to be beautiful. Love it. Let's see. And thank you, Mike Neese. Yeah, I'll get back in the dating saddle at some point. I just, when you love someone, it's very hard to, but you do what you can. So I'm more playing my career right now, which is on an upward swing. So I'm grateful for that. Thank God. And yeah, I am thrilled to be with my beloved Mama Kuda. I'm thrilled that I was able to be there for her birthday. We had a great birthday, her and my uncle. I love my mother so much. And again, thank you all for the outpouring of love you guys sent her. I really, really appreciate you, our audience. Thank you. Let's see. Will Blackie Lawless fling meat into the audience? I don't know. Hey, listen, if his pants burst, he'll be flinging his meat into the audience. Chris Holmes, Me Man documentary. I haven't watched it yet, and I know Chris. I will watch it. I really love Chris Holmes. So let's see. Lenny Lou and Mary contributing to my mom's birthday. Thank you so much. She was so happy with that. We appreciate that. And Charles Green and all of you. Let's see. So Black Salami says, sounds like Mama Mancuda needs a good pounding. Yes, my mom, widowed, needs a good fuck. If you would like to submit for the Fuck Mama Mancuda contest, absolutely send in your penis videos, girth, length, or just slapping on a desk or banging in a nail
Not
with
to
it.
that number.
Absolutely. Mama will judge those penises. It's a schmeckle. Another dick pic. John, why do you do this?
Thank you,
Let's
Cecil.
see. Thank you, Cecil Music. Let's see. And I'm sorry I fucked up the clue to today's show and tell guitar. I did think it was a Peavey Mantis. It's Peavey Vortex. I'm so sorry. Once again, my incompetence is showing.
What's the difference between the mantex and the vortex?
The mantis, like the bug, like praying mantis.
What's that one shaped like? Is it,
we'll
do you have one of those?
I don't. I thought I did, but I have a vortex. I didn't know. I thought I had a mantis. Peavey Mantis. I thought I had one.
Peavey Mantis.
And yes, Cobra Kai is a graphic artist and a genius. For those asking how Cobra Kai does those awesome graphics for us.
That's the Peavey Mantis?
I don't know what you're looking at, Johnny.
That's kind of cool. Oh, excuse me. Oh.
And thank you, everyone. Leave a thumbs up. Smash that like button, because why not? And yes, Fret Level Midnight, you have to have a costume to win a prize on Halloween. There you go.
That's the Peavey Mantis. That looks... That almost looks like a Dean ML, kind of. That top horn's a little different.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you,
kind of
Jesus.
cool.
Music Therapy Lads changed the guitar more color to Roxy green. Thank you, Laz. We miss Roxy too.
Yes, and Laz, yeah, I'll see you Thursday. Yes.
And I'll see you tomorrow, fuckface.
Should I bring next Thursday?
Tools? Should I bring my fucking tools? Yeah, jerky.
I'll see you Thursday, Laz.
Yeah, bring money. Because I ain't paying.
Yeah. So that's
a Peavey Mantis. I don't have one. I made a mistake. I thought my vortex was a mantis, but then I just looked at it. I'm like, wait a minute, this is a vortex. So very cool. Peavey made some great shapes in the 80s. They really did.
Mm-hmm. Peavey was great in the 80s.
Peavey was great in the 80s. There you go. Johnny, let's give a big shout out of thanks to our beloved channel members. Let's give some beloved shout outs because we love and appreciate our audience big time, really big time. We don't just say that. Channel members, Michael the Captain Smith, David Ennis, Wayno, Mike Neese, Richard Poole, Linny Lou, and my little geriatric sex kitten, Mary. Gargets Entertainment. Kurt, is that you, Mary? Mary, is that you? Kurt 5150, Susan Silvestri, Mickey Settlemeyer, Joe Christian, Nicole Mrazek, Sean Bolland, Stephen Franklin, Will Starr, or Habs, KXM Rock, David Shea Gormley, and Mrs. Gormley, Bozique, Crazy Cook 678, Carol Hatcher, False Flag, Margaret Scranton, Sean Silas, Trevor Burson, Jarhead Rock, and Howlface, John Moronic, James Didn't I just read John Moronic? I did not.
No, this happened the other day too. No, you read. There's a name in there that rhymes with it.
Why am I always thinking that happened and it's not there? Maybe Jarhead Rock. Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Jarhead Rock and John
Moronic. Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the next card. Howlface, John Moronic, James Gum, Hillary Lewis, Jim Nicholas, 802 Blues, Mr. BHB Jr., that's Bruce, Frag 5150, Pal Guitars, Dan Halen, Frank Corcoran, James G, Jeff T, R2R3 Locking Nut, Fernando Riley, Robot Master Switch, 6 Chick 71, Rick Green, The Chad, 2 Brain Cells, G-Man, Michael B, Thomas Santiago, Voodoo Child SJ, that is Sean Johnson, Louisiana Strong, Brian Spalding, Fender Guru, Music Therapy Laz, who will be paying for Johnny's lunch, Ghost BC Rich, 5150 TV, Jimmy Ray Hawkins, Hugh Caldwell, David Crosby is a dildo fucker. Don't you dare dress up like me on Halloween. You never know. Jesus Rapes Me, Randy Price, James 5150, Christopher Live Sawa, Laguna Palms, Murphy, Steve Barton, All Dave, All Night, Tuba, Simon Hosford, Majestic PB and J Cat, and Steve Carmichael.
Steve Carmichael.
And of course, remember, we love and appreciate our audience. Leave comments on the video. Hit the like button. Smash the goddamn like button. Get your mammogram. That's all important. Have anyone you know get their mammogram. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I'm going to beat it into your head. Just remember. And again, get those costume contest entries in. Right, Johnny?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe to the channel. Leave comments in the video. Leave a thumbs up. And support our sponsors because they support us. They take their name and put it on this shitty show. So yeah, they're embarrassing themselves or we're embarrassing them. So you might as well support them. Go buy some Vine and pickups. Check out FU Tone. Go buy a Tessie switch. Order some Colonel's popcorn. Get some Swiss pick because you know what? They back us up. They back us up. So we want you to back them up. And you know what? We don't take garbage sponsors. We only take the good guys. You play a Vine and custom pickup, baby. You're never going to turn back. You guys are going to always love our sponsors. We don't turn you on to junk. So absolutely. Again, we love and appreciate you. Right, Johnny? That's right. Yeah. Love you all. Good night, everybody. We will see you in costume on Saturday. Get those entries in. And what do we got going before that, Johnny? Talking Van Halen on Friday? Anything before that? Well, maybe something tomorrow. Is this the last is tomorrow Metal Wednesday? Oh, it is. It is, right? Jay. The great Jay Hannon from
Tomorrow
Gizmachi.
is Metal Wednesday.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that card.
And who's in there tomorrow, Johnny?
It's Jay Hannon and Boner Jams.
Jay Hannon, the great Jay Hannon of the band Gizmachi, and Boner Jams on Metal Wednesday, the last Wednesday of every month. Metal Wednesday, hard edge metal. Yeah, hell yeah. That's right. That's right. And then Thursday, maybe Laz and I will go live. Yeah, maybe there'll be a Chipotle complaining about the food. You never know. Our stomachs will be hurting really bad. Yeah, their anuses will be burning like a meteorite entering the atmosphere. So tune in for that. Friday talking Van Halen, and then the big night, Saturday Night Live, John BL's Saturday Night Live, with all of us, everyone from the cast coming in and entertaining you in costume. It's going to be fun as fuck. Get your costumes entries in now. Every day we're going to talk about this costume contest, right, Johnny?
Yes.
Plugging. And again, if you want to contribute to the prize kitty, message Johnny. We are looking to read your name out as a thank you for supporting.
Text that number. Yeah, or get a hold of me. You guys know how to get a hold of me.
Yeah, grab him by the junk and twist.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
All right.
We love you. We appreciate you. Leave comments, hit the like button, smash the like button, subscribe. Rock on, everybody. Love each other and get vaccinated so we can get past this no live music bullshit due to that virus. Rock on. Johnny B.
Yeah. Leave a thumbs up. We only need 6 more. We got 100. Come on.
Ooh.
Come on. That's all we need.
We can do it.
There's 75 people sitting here.
Right now, my mother's sitting there contemplating. Well, I guess it doesn't cost anything, does it?
All we need are 6 thumbs ups. That's all we need. That's all we ask.
Please. We appreciate it. We appreciate you.
Wait, is that? Wait, where would it? Can you see it? Oh, 95. Okay, it's moving. 5 more.
It's moving. It's moving. It's moving like an old man's pecker seeing Playboy Channel for the first time in 20 years. It's moving. Ah, poke it. It's moving.
96. Come on.
Is that pre-jizz? Ah!
97. Come on.
For Blue Rhino. Ooh, leave a thumbs up. Yeah. Leave a thumbs up for Blue Rhino. And you could dress as Blue Rhino for Halloween, too.
We're not leaving until we get 100 thumbs.
Oh, we're not? Oh, boy.
99.
We're going to be stuck at 99.
One more. One more.
Thank you, everybody. We love you.
98. Come on. Other direction.
The other erection.
Come on. One more. That's all we need.
Thank you, Josh Evans. Appreciate that, brother. Right now, my mother's contemplating with her finger over. Should I leave 100? The show wasn't very funny tonight, I don't think.
There we go. All right, goodbye.
Good night. Rock on, everybody. We love you.